Men and women probing the unknown blackness of space. Worlds beyond imagination lie before them. Star Trek, tonight at 8:30, 7:30 Central Time on NBC.
Word Balloon is brought to you by the League of Word Balloon Listeners.
In an actual darkroom scene, painted everything black and white, went in with the airbrush later, solid red over the whole thing. It got the effect I wanted, but now I'm trying it slightly different here, where I'm putting down the red first, then I'll put the darks on top of that. And, you know, this is the way artists would most normally work, and I always work kind of backward from what people otherwise should do.
If you're here at Word Balloon, it's because you like comics, creators, conversation, pop culture subjects. Would you consider joining the League of Word Balloon Listeners? Patreon.com/wordballoon. For just $3 a month or more, you'll get exclusive access to the Word Balloon e-magazine, featuring transcriptions of some of my best conversations. When you subscribe, you'll also be part of the Word Balloon Book Club, where Brian Michael Bendis and I will pick a comic every month to review and discuss live with the League on this show. Join the League today, patreon.com/wordballoon. Thank you always for your support, League of Word Balloon listeners. I see crew members bopping their head to the theme song like restless horses in the gate before we start a big race. Welcome, everybody, back. It's Trek Watch right here on the Word Balloon Network. The entire crew is back. Here's Franco, here's Mitch, here's Wayne, myself. And, of course, we are here to talk about the brand new Star Trek series that everybody's buzzing about, good and bad. Starfleet Academy, everybody. It's finally here. First 2 episodes dropped. Kids these days and beta test?
Yes.
Beta blocker? Yeah.
Yeah, beta blocker.
Beta blocker.
Beta blocker, exactly. Yeah. It's good for your heart.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I think we can suspect, although, guys, I swear to you, I've come with things that I like about Starfleet Academy. I don't mean to scare you.
Ooh. Well, you are sick.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, wait, no, I'm sick. Exactly.
It's the cold meds talking.
Exactly. You know, the NyQuil really made it go by
Yeah,
a lot.
that tussin.
Sad but true. So while I collect my voice, Franco, let's start with the first episode. Like it or not? Quick thoughts?
I liked it a lot, Johnny. I liked it a lot. Yeah. I thought it was great opening to a series. I was going in very skeptical, just being burned from Burnham and all things future. But I like this quite a bit. First and second episodes. We'll get into it, but that's my quick overview of to start out the gate.
Keep going, Mitch.
I did like it because I actually knew everybody on the cast or the crew's name. So that's why I was paying attention. I go, wait, and I didn't even have to turn on my subtitles to get it. I was like, wait, that one's name is Genesis, because it was like Genesis, and that was creepy. And I was like, oh, well, that's cool. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it.
It is 100. I thought about that too, but it's 150 something years in the future.
Oh,
so
it's 1,000 years.
I was okay.
Yeah, like 800. Yeah,
I'm bad at math. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
the thing
should
of it
grab-
is too, it's a pilot episode, so I'm always like, you got to give people a break on the pilot because they got to get everybody up to speed and give everybody their moment, and then, every show's like that. So it's like,
Sure.
don't get too crazy. It's the first one, so yeah, it was good.
Bueno?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. I just thought this is exactly like every other CW teen show. And it's like Pandora, it's like Motherland, Fort Salem. And so, you know what? As long as, and I've always said, I've been saying this for a while, if you can divorce yourself from Star Trek and just watch it for what it is, it's okay.
Well, they were shoving the references down your throat. It's
Oh
hard to
no,
do.
they were shoving the references. The Easter eggs are just like
Oh, yeah.
silly. But again, I can sort of say, you know what? I don't. You know what they did was they got the television signals from another galaxy, and then that influenced this. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go with that. Just like Galaxy Quest. This is exactly like Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree with Wayno there because I do not divorce myself from it. I am angry about Disco so much. I am not pleased with Strange New Worlds later seasons, although I did like the first season very much and the second season. But this to me is Star Trek, and it's in the future. Yes, it's a whole new what I've been yelling about for years now on this show is give us new characters, give us new stories that don't involve everything of the past. And yes, they have the Doctor from Voyager. I'll give them a pass on that one because of obvious reasons. But it's a whole new cast, a whole new crew, and it worked for me. I liked the story. It was Star Trek-y. They were on the ship. I went in very pessimistic about they're putting this thing on a ship. The school's going to be on a ship. This is going to be dumb. There's this whole, it's going to turn into a vengeance thing when Paul Giamatti's character shows up and everything. But you know what? I was liking the whole thing. I wanted to dislike it, I think, but I liked the whole thing. I liked the story. I liked the characters, and it worked for me.
I did get worried though when they talked about the burn and they mentioned Discovery, and I go, oh no, if they show up on this show, if Michael Burnham was that? Yeah, Michael Burnham saved the day, because when they were getting attacked, and thank God they said, oh no, Discovery's too far out of range. I go, yeah, because I thought for a minute she'd show up. I'm like, no, not again.
First of all, there were things about the first episode I liked. I will also point out, forgive me for, and again, I'm going to be negative. Every one of the new Trek shows have good first episodes, even Picard season 1 and season 2. So it was a good first episode. I still had a couple issues with it, of course, but and also, guys, and I'll even warn you, I will nitpick. But the reason why I'm going to nitpick is it's the 60th year of Star Trek, and the reason why that show is still around is because for 60 years they paid attention to canon. They paid attention to what came before. This show even has problems keeping up with what was established in Discovery, and that's, again, we'll get to it. But for the most part, I liked this. I like the characters. The new characters are fine. It is definitely a little too teen romance, but we knew that going in. I would, and will. I mean, it really is more of a comment about the second episode when the Beta Zed's brother goes, "Let's build a fort." You're in your 20s. Act your fucking age. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I thought about that one too, Johnny, if I may. But the build a fort thing. This guy's in a closed society, and he hasn't gone out at all. So I kind of let that one go. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, but instead it would have been, hey, let's all build a bong out of an apple or a beer can, or some sort of college bonding thing. That's what I expected. But if I may, guys, and you'll forgive me, because again, I didn't mean to go this route, but there are again, this show, as we've always pointed out, or at least I do, beats its chest about DEI. I found it interesting that poor Caleb had to get his hair cut. The Klingon didn't. And if we remember, go back to Next Generation, the first couple seasons, Worf's hair was shorter. Everybody's here. And also, our dear captain, that sure doesn't look like regulation hair to me. So I call cultural and gender bias on the new show. And there are these little things that, yes, again, I completely admit these are nitpicks. But if you're going to do it, you got to do it all the way through, kids. And when you don't do it, and again, there's established, you said it yourself, well, it's regulation. Well, clearly it's not for the Klingon. At the very least, tie the Klingon's hair back the way Worf did in the later seasons. And no, everybody's letting their freak flag fly. And I realize it's 800 years in the future. But, and also, all right, I got to say right away, Doctor, I think I ate my badge. F you. But it's funny. It's cheap, and just like Caleb's hair, I didn't think it was that funny. Go ahead, Wayne.
I think I got a reason why that happened. Because we're dealing with a future with programmable matter. She might have mistaken that for like food. It is possible because they're using this. What is it? Deus Machina?
Deus Machina.
Yeah. So they're using that for the programmable matter.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if I would have eaten it if it looked like a nice little bonbon.
Yeah, but again, it's a badge. It's not the goo that programmable matter supposedly is.
But what is programmable matter? It's matter that, well, okay, the replicators take poop and make it into these cubes. It's basically the same stuff, man.
I really wish we had gone one episode since we, did that, without mentioning that again. But yeah, okay.
Well, as Red Puppy says, cadets should be the best of the best to get there. Being unsure if you had a comm badge or not. Yeah, that one and the other one that was in the second episode. And I'm sorry that I don't have a good voice for it, but cry, baby, cry, baby. And it's like, I'm sorry again. And hey, there are cadets in military that cry during basic training. So I understand that, but I have an issue with that. And also that they brought Badgie back for episode 2 as well. I'm sorry. She must be on the short shuttle going to school every day.
Oh, I liked what was that little thing that was on Lower Decks? That little flying vacuum cleaner. He was on here. You remember?
Yeah, peanut hamper. No, that's
peanut hamper. Peanut hamper.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
No, and I was like, wait, it's 1,000 years, 800 years in the future. I was like, well, Peanut Hamper's still exactly the same as he was back on Lower Decks. No. It's a minor nitpick, but I was like, okay,
It's a different. It's
It had a name because I saw it on the subtitles. So I went back and
Almond Basket. Almond Basket.
Yeah, Almond Basket. Oh, Peanut.
Yeah, because it's a race. It's a robotic race.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So what you saw in Lower Decks, which was in the past, and then think of it over time, is that they became sentient, just like the holograms have their own planet.
Yeah.
So you have a planet of holograms. Now you have a planet of robot vacuum cleaners.
Sure. Yeah. And guys, forgive me again. I don't mean to monopolize, but that's another thing. There's weird, like they should be treating various things equally. And this happens in the second episode, but when Caleb messes up the hologram that tries to stop him, well, A, isn't that kind of lousy? And B, shouldn't all the holograms like be as smart as the Doctor 800 years later? I mean, I understand the Doctor has a history, but I think and especially having programmable matter and all this BS that they've put in the future, it's like, yeah, I think given where AIs are right now, I think they're going to be a lot smarter 800 years.
Maybe she's got lower RAM. Maybe it's like in the new iPhone. The Doctor's the old iPhone, and she's only got she didn't upgrade to her AT&T plan, and she doesn't have as much smarts. No, maybe she doesn't have as much memory cards. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm Wayne. I'm trying to write in
exactly. I know. But honestly, guys, I mean, it's those kind of little, and I know they're nitpicks. I realize that, but it's like, there's a reason why this stuff is important, the canon and stuff. But that said, like I said, I do like the characters. I accept Fishhead Reggie Mantle. There he is. It's their Reggie. from an Archie
It is
Andrews
the Archies.
standpoint.
Archie, yeah.
I love the Archies.
The
My
snubby.
dear friend Tom King working on the Archies movie.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's okay. Also, and again, I just dropped an F-bomb. I apologize, guys.
I know that's
Too
my
many
job.
swears. Way too many swears.
Yeah, there were a lot of
Yeah,
swears
they
in
swore a
Yeah.
lot. I was like, wait, did I just hear that? And sure enough, they did. Shit everywhere. Asshole.
Well, and again, I, to a degree, it's crazy. Robert Picardo was on a show and saying, I like that they do that. And then later in the interview, he's like, this show's great for the whole family. Maybe not.
Well, you know whose family? Maybe the Manson family. But what do you call it? I
know, being as a school teacher, all the kids know the swear words before they even
Oh,
get there.
yeah.
Go ahead, yeah.
Now, so the subplot of Tatiana, what's her name? Tatiana
Miss Laney.
as his mom.
Mhm.
So she's on there. I'm like, that's a pretty big name just to
I'm
have
surprised to see her, yeah.
part. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, she's obviously going to come back. I mean, going to resolve that storyline. But that's his only motivation. So I'm thinking, so once he finds his mom, is he just going to leave? Like, what the hell am I here for? This is, you're helping me find my mother.
Prediction: mid-season, he's going to get information and he's going to bolt from the academy.
Yeah. Well, he's already trying to climb over the wall, and then the second episode, he's trying to get out constantly. Like he's their clinger, he's tunneling underneath every time. I'm surprised he's trying to get a Section 8 to get out of that thing, But whatever.
Sir Jonah is correct. Plot hammer has to hammer. Yeah, it's and also again, I like Holly Hunter as the chancellor of the school. This is not a captain. I'm sorry. I don't like her curling up in the chair. I don't mind her bare feet thing. They're doing that purposely to make her funky.
She's a hippie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, free spirit, exactly. And also, again, and I am bleeding into see episode 2 as well. I'm glad they have a war college. I think that's excellent that they have a war college. Does the guy have to be an a-hole?
Probably. Probably.
And yeah, because you know why? Because it's cheap writing. And that's the thing, guys. I'm sorry. This, when it comes to the dramatic stuff and the romance stuff and all that, cheap. Very cheap. I expect more from Star Trek.
Well, what's curious, though? What, if they have a war college and they're like a cadet, like West Point, that's what that part is. And they're the Starfleet, the goody two-shoes science people over there. So now that they've split the two, so does that mean on the real Starfleet ships that go out there, they kind of mix the crews? They have like half Starfleet guys and half War Academy people, and when shit hits the fan, they send in the war guys to that's their army. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Remember the Makos in the Enterprise? Remember the Makos?
Yeah, that's what.
And I'd also say the security officers probably came from the War College.
Oh, okay.
But first of all, I'm not crazy about the size of the Athena or the design. Mm-hmm. There's the Athena there, but also the idea that the school is the ship, and it's like I'm glad that there's other buildings once they dock in San Francisco. But as we saw in that first episode, a good portion of the school, the entire school, is in jeopardy. By all means, have a ship. By all means, have a way of getting out and learning about away missions and being on a ship. But you're going to put 80% of the school in jeopardy, however many it is. That doesn't. Again, it looks cool. It doesn't make sense.
I thought about that too, but like they were on their way to Starfleet Academy. They were on their way to San Francisco. So yeah, the school bus basically. But it remains to be seen if they're all going to be on the ship when they're going out in the future. So I was okay with that, but we'll see.
And also, much like Marco Rubio, way too many jobs if Holly Hunter is the chancellor of the school and the captain of the ship. Pick a hole. I'm sorry. It's like, there should be a separate captain. And I wouldn't even mind if Commander A-hole was flying the ship or subordinate to Holly Hunter because it is the school. Fine. Okay. That, and he is, by all means, by the way, he can have a problem with her bare feet, but a little more respect and don't be a tool. I mean, look at that face. Good Lord.
He can't.
My God, you could shave your face with that kind of cut rate sneer. Good Lord.
I was wondering about.
He'll be a really nice guy.
Oh
at
yeah,
the end of the day.
Yeah.
Something will happen, and
They'll
everyone's like,
bond.
"Oh my god, I love the guy in the War College."
yeah. So I guess I was wrong about you, Commander. Yeah, that's great, Captain. I can't hear you with the crap in your mouth, but and I love Holly Hunter. I adore Holly.
The minute I saw Holly Hunter curl up in the chair, I'm thinking, "Oh, Johnny's really going to hate this." Okay, I'm gonna let it go. It's so far in the future, but my thought was, is Holly Hunter as an actress thinking, "Okay, I'm in the captain's chair. I'm so much smaller than any other captain that's been in the captain's chair before. How do I put my own take on it, and how do I fill the chair? Oh, I know. I'll just sprawl in the whole thing." So that was my thought, but I was okay with it because she, they set her up to being a hippie with the ice cream and everything, and after she makes the huge mistake with Caleb, is his name?
Yeah.
So after she makes the big mistake with Caleb and his mom, she agrees to come back here, but they set her up as being like this, hippy dippy chick and she ice cream chasing around these kids. I like it. I like a different kind of captain. I may be eating these words 3 or 4 episodes from now, but as of right now, I kind of like everything that they're setting up.
Yeah. I thought of it more like a Deep Space Nine. They're trying to be Deep Space Nine because they got the Defiant is basically the ship that the school, and then they dock. They're there and they're trying to get just like Bajor after the war, and they had to do with the Cardassians. Now they're trying to get with the Beta Zeds. They're trying to make the the Federation all over again from scratch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, they're rebuilding everything we know. So I was like, all right, I'll let it go. But they are definitely taking a lot from. We're gonna get some Deep Space Nine in here. We'll throw some Star Trek in there. We'll mix it up.
Well,
and they even talked about your favorite show, Johnny. They talked about the cartoon. The Voyager cartoon. That was
yeah, Prodigy. No, that was again, and not only rock.
No, the character, the girl, the captain that disappeared on second episode. They said something to the doctor, and he kind of got that look on his face.
You're right.
What happened? So I'm like, oh, maybe you'll find out now. So
yeah, Sam brought up the fact that the doctor mentored Gwen.
Yeah,
or Gwen, and we'll see. And I'm sure. I bet we'll get a story. And again, the Rock. Other alien walking around. Mm-hmm. I like that. I also like there were a lot of other aliens.
Yeah, Brainiac 5 on the bridge.
Yes.
Did you see Brainiac 5?
Yeah.
Well, also Zitface, and I had a picture of Zitface. Where the hell is she? There she is.
He's a teenager, man.
I know a girl in high school that had acne that bad.
Yeah.
So I feel for the woman.
Well, I thought they were blending a lot of the races together, and I saw Paul Giamatti on Steve Colbert, and he was saying he was a combination of a Telluride and a Klingon. I'm like, oh, okay. They didn't say it on the show, but I guess there's a backstory.
And I guess there will be. And the same with, and again, I can't believe I didn't load a picture of my favorite target, the Jemadar Klingon.
Oh, the big, yeah.
And that's we've had mixed races since Spock, so that's okay. Too many though, and if you're going to do that, do something with it. But I will point out before actually showing a picture of her, number one, okay, half Jemadar, half Klingon. As I've said before, this is a genetically grown race, so I think they're smooth as Ken dolls down there. But okay, fine, it's 800 years in the future. However, missed story opportunity, DEI Star Trek. The Jemadar are a non-binary, or were a non-binary race, and here was a potentially a chance to really explore the non-binary lifestyle and give us more depth to a real Jemadar. In the books, Odo sends in after the last episode of DS9, Odo from the Great Link sends a Jemadar to be a new crew member on DS9, and it's like great. So we've done it in the books. They haven't done it there, but again, doesn't that sound cool? We're blending the races, and I mean, everything with Kurtzman is to excess. Even Giamatti's performance as the bad guy, much like Carol Kane as Pelia, way over the top. Pull it back a little bit.
He was over the top a bit. He even said he was.
Tommy Lee Jones.
No, you know what? Did you get I thought it was, maybe it's just me. I thought he was doing the Warriors thing. Did you see when he had his little fingers on his
Yeah.
whatever those things were? He clicked them together one minute. I thought he was going to do Warriors come out and play, but
when he makes the analogy about an origami chicken, to me that was Dean Warmer. Somebody needs to put their foot down, and that foot is me. And it's like it's an origami chicken, and I'm like, what? Yeah, I guess that's a common phrase 800 years from now, and also very colloquial for an alien to come up with origami chicken. They are trying so hard. Their humor sucks. Their teenage romance is very pedestrian.
maybe it's how the universal translator translated it to sound like that.
Well, Mitch, somebody else on another podcast said that's how we're receiving it, literally. And
Yeah,
they said,
it's like when Galactus shows up, he looks like something else everywhere. Origami chicken, that's a Blade Runner reference, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know why, but it is.
Edward James
What's his
Olmos?
name? Edward James Olmos at one point makes an origami chicken and
I
puts
thought
it
they
down.
were cranes. I didn't think they were chicken. I thought they were
He did a
cranes.
swan, he did a guy with a big wang, and he did a chicken at one point, and then he made a unicorn at the end.
Do you mean Harry King? Do you mean Harry Kim when you say a big wang?
Yeah, Garrett Wang was on the show. Hey, he got promoted. I saw his name on the Wall of Honor.
Right,
Amazing. Everybody on the Wall of Honor had a TV show. I was like,
well, or it was in a movie. And it's like, and again, I get it. And also, I don't mind that the producers are on the wall as well. Because that's,
I didn't
that on the plaque of on all the starships as a joke, you could never see it because back then it was fuzzier television.
Yeah.
They would have producers' names on the plaques and the commission
Mhm.
plaques. So I don't mind that. But Scotty's nephew is on the wall.
I saw
Really?
that. Peter
And,
Prentice.
and Ensign Cito, the Bajoran girl in the original Lower Decks.
Oh, the one that got blown up?
She's on there. And it's just like, you're trying too hard. I got no problem with our favorite cast members being on the wall. I did like when Caleb was taking little Beta Z girl, and I got her name up there, I forget, but I'll put it up, on the tour. And he kept mentioning that crew member Turner or whatever, or an officer Turner. And obviously that's something we haven't heard. Good. It's been 800 goddamn years. Let's hear about other people.
Oh, I thought that was somebody. I thought it was me because I'm like, I don't know who that reference is. I'll have to go look it up. I'm like, who's Turner?
I didn't look it up. And if somebody on the chat can remember and cite, oh no, Turner's from X. Great.
Hopefully it's a Chekhov gun situation.
What's that?
Hopefully it's a Chekhov's gun situation where you introduce something in the first act and you get resolution in the third.
Maybe
they'll do the Turner maneuver in some storyline.
But I'll admit, I was prepared to be annoyed by Jaden, the Klingon, because I've seen him in a dress, and again, I got no problem with that, other than it's a Klingon. But okay, whatever, it's cool. But he was good. I liked him, and I liked the interplay between him, Caleb, and Reggie Mantle. I thought that was fine. By the way, every now and then I'm either going to call him Reggie Mantle or Fish Head, Roly Poly Fish Head. And Sam, I was ready to be annoyed by, and she was okay. She was all right.
She was no Tilly, that's for sure. I was waiting for a Tilly to be.
I'm a big wrestling fan, so I may have to change my most favorite character from Tilly to Ya, who's my new favorite. So she's on the bridge. Yeah, that's Becky Lynch from WWE.
Oh,
I like that her wrestling nickname is the Man.
Yeah. Oh, it has been. She's
is she an actress in other stuff, or is this her first time on TV? Because I never
believe this is one of her first shows.
Big one.
No, she was in the Adam Sandler
Happy
Gilmore 2. She was in Happy Gilmore 2.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was awful. Don't watch that.
I didn't watch it.
Better.
I didn't watch it.
But yeah. Also, I'm sorry. 6-year-old Caleb outsmarts Holly Hunter.
Oh, it's a teddy bear.
Back, and the way that he was able to escape and escapes in the sandstorm, and the Federation is that inept that they couldn't find him.
Yes.
Please.
All of that happened.
Please.
All of that happened.
Well, that was during the burn years, and they didn't have all the
stupid.
technology. They were stuck on a planet.
Yeah. Burn not only burn make dilithium go boom, makes brain hurt. Gotta lie down and chair.
He's a young Sheldon.
He is. He's very smart.
And,
Well,
and
He's,
also,
you know what? He's the Wesley
hold on real
Crusher.
fast.
No.
Pointing out the intelligence of Caleb when War College was, mad, and she's like, "Well, he's in the 98%." I understand what she was saying, that he's really smart, but in this world of Occupy Wall Street, and we think of the 1%ers to be the people on top of the food chain, maybe they should have said that instead of 98. To me, that makes it sound like he's one of the sweat hogs, and barely made the play.
The couple of issues I had with this is they immediately put Holly Hunter back on the bridge of the Athena, and it's been like maybe a week before when he goes to see her at the school to when she gets on the ship. And I don't know, being an educator for 24 years here, like when you're put on that ship, you have to go through some professional development courses to kind of get back up to speed. Because you haven't been in the chair or you've been the principal of an elementary school or a nursery school, that you need to take some professional development courses. And then my other big nitpicky thing was when Paul Giamatti escapes in the escape pod.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you could have gotten him then. You just let him
beam.
go on. Yeah, you let him go on purpose. Yeah.
Yep.
So those are my two main nitpicky things, but overall, I'm good.
The fact that I didn't stop it at any point to see how much more I had to go, or freeze frame it and walk around the house for a couple hours like I used to do on the other treks, that's a good sign. Actually, I was like, oh, I actually stayed through the whole thing, was into it, and wondered how they were going to get off, which is not something I ever did with Discovery. I used to cry when we'd have to go review that one. So.
Well, I heard a couple other reviewers say that they had to pause it and go, all right, how much more of this is left?
Oh, really?
Yeah. And again, I was okay with the pilot. The pilot held my attention, and so did the second episode, because I appreciated the broad strokes of galactic politics. And again, the burn as an idea of this is the new complication is a good idea. Where it sucked on Discovery, like I said, was that it was caused by a weepy child who lost his mom and it screamed. And I can't get that out of my head. I'm sorry. It's stupid.
Did you notice one of what's his name's races was in the background?
Yes, I was going to say.
Yeah, Mr. Saru. Yeah, I was like, oh look, I thought they were wiped out. I don't know why I thought they were all gone.
No, and in fact, Discovery kind of ushered them into the Federation.
Oh.
So, and in fact, he, so
Saru, didn't he take the kid to the planet?
Yeah.
The Kelpians?
Yes, he did.
Oh, Kelpian. That's it. Kelpians.
Yep. No, absolutely. And again, I'm thrilled that we saw as many different alien races. Although once again, we had my favorite open mouth. He reminds me of a student in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, listening to Ben Stein drone on. And there he is, the open mouth slack jaw.
Yeah, the Ferengi. Yeah. But he's a Ferengi mix, though. I noticed everybody was mixed in the last.
Did they say he's mixed too?
Years. Huh?
Did they say he's mixed as well?
No, but the way his ears are, they're not like traditional Ferengi curved. So I figured he was like he did something with somebody.
They look like Ferengi to me.
No, he looks Ferengi, but his ears look. He almost looks like the guy that was on the Journey to Paradise or something. Remember, he had those weird ears and he ate the poison apple.
Genesis.
That guy too. But I was thinking of even the old Trek when they had David Soul on it. This way to paradise, and the guy Napier was playing the guitar. Remember the doctor had those screwed up ears.
Yes, I apologize.
Maybe it's body modification 800 years in the future.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's like gauges, like nowadays the kids have them things in his ears. Maybe he's like, hey, screw you, Ferengi. I'm going to chop my lobes a bit.
Well, now, here's speculation on why there's so many mixed races. The burn basically took out a whole bunch of star ships.
They had nothing to do.
You were more or less left with whoever you were with.
That.
Yeah. Get it on.
It's an expression that my background is when my ancestors came to Canada. There wasn't a lot of choice, so there is a bit of.
Hey, it's cold, eh? I don't know where you are, eh? But we're getting down in this cabin. So whether you like it or not,
I do have a little bit of native blood in my ancestry because again, not a lot of choice. When You came over
That's
on a
all right.
ship from France.
Yeah,
So
Even though you're not
Beaver's
of the blood, Wayne, we will forgive you. That's all
yeah.
right.
Yeah, that beaver's looking pretty good, no? I mean,
Here, my
Hey,
dear
nice
friend,
beaver.
Nice tail.
nice tail.
Air B thing says, "Forgive me, I didn't watch the later seasons of Discovery.
Well,
The
lucky
com
you.
badges and
You're
the ship
lucky.
on the show look like they have a Bajoran influence. Is that a plot point? No, just
Yeah.
different, and that's
It's
okay.
round.
It's
You know,
it's
whatever.
it's supposed to look like the ship. That's what the
Yes.
badge is.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah, it looks like with the Athena.
But
Yeah.
the War College guys had the traditional Delta thing. If you notice, they got
Oh,
yeah.
I
if
didn't
you look-
notice that. Interesting.
Look,
Yeah.
you got the guy's picture, the guy with the commandant. If you look it up, he has the
A-hole guy.
a-hole guy. He's got the traditional Star Trek Delta badge thing on there. See it? If you look in
Yeah.
close, I always got.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
And it probably has
it's
the
good.
sayings loyalty, respect,
Yeah.
and John Cena.
Loyalty, respect, honor.
Yeah, that was
Jesus.
creepy, huh? When they all started
Jack
yelling
Boots.
that out, I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
now they're Nazi." Yeah,
Well, and yeah. I mean, I was going to say jackboot, but sure, why not?
Yeah.
You could use the N word for a second. Yeah, man, give me a break. Again, is it a military college or is it a science college? Again,
I think you're.
things.
I think you're really, driving your point home, Johnny. But you also have to take into account, from my perspective, it's so many more years in the future, and things change. Think they're going to route the seat of power from Paris to Bajor.
Bajor, yeah.
Beta
Deltoid.
Beta Z, yeah.
Beta Z.
So that was a problem with a solution.
Yeah, that's good.
But this is so far in the future. I'm willing to let some of the things go, just like I was in Disco. I hated our crew from our time, Michael Burnham's crew, so far in the future. And we discussed this. We had issues when they were trying to change things because we do it this way and blah 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 blah. This is 800 years in the future, so I'm willing to give them some slack. Overall, what I really liked about this show, it was a good setup. I liked the characters, potential for a lot of conflict and stories. The humor was good, but you know what I really liked about it is that there was a sense of hope. Whereas in Discovery, I didn't have that at all. Not in any issue, any episode. This one, from the first episode, I'm like, oh, this is kind of good, and it gave me that sense of hope that I want Star Trek to be. Wayne's going to shut me down, but go ahead.
No, and they worked as a team.
Yeah, no.
They all came together to try to solve a problem.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just like the one person having the solution. It was like, oh, I can do this. I can do this.
But I liked what they did, because Caleb is like, no, I can handle this all on my own. And then he was shown quickly, no, let's work together because this is what we can do. And that really made for a good story for me. And I'm like, yes, this is Star Trek. Like this person, the girl with the holographic girl, she can get those the lights going and
panels lit up and everything. Yeah.
Right.
No, I agree with that. No, I agree. And also, by the way, when we saw in the trailers Genesis, I need to be a captain. It's like, oh God, I'm gonna hate this woman. No, she was good. And I like her and Sam together. I like that. Although again, I don't real fast, Wayne or Mitch. I don't understand how, again, a photonic being is going to be in the academy, yet they have these holograms that are essentially photonic, and they're dismissed, and not other than Holly Hunter, which I do like, that she's like, yeah, thanks Reggie, thanks Sam, whatever, to like the robots and everything else you saw, and she was like, well, with the holograms as well. But there really is this like double standard that, again, to me, I'm sorry guys, I have no problem with diversity, equality, and inclusion. I think those are all good things. I truly do. But when you beat your chest about it, and then you have things in your story and characters that conflict to that, I have an issue with that, because then you're talking out of both sides of your mouth, and it shows you're not paying attention to your own garbage, and that's stupid. And that to me is lazy. And I feel like Kurtzman Trek is always cheap, easy, and lazy.
I don't agree there.
Well,
yeah.
I was going to say,
I've given reasons why. By all means, you can disagree, Franco, but I would be more listening If other than no. Well, why no? Tell me why no. Why does that make? Tell me why that makes sense to you. And I'm not trying to attack you. I honestly want to say, okay, you don't have a problem with that. Explain why you don't have a problem with it.
Well, not that I don't have a problem with it, but it's just like not everybody is of the same mindset. You know, like if there's people that have issues with the photonic people or robots or something like that, that's what causes conflict and story in my mind. So I don't agree that everything has to be streamlined the way you're thinking. That's me. That's my
No,
argument.
I think Franco's got a point. Just like when Data was there and they used to think he was just like a toaster and he had no anything, no rights or any, that whole episode they did with Riker, Measure of a Man, and he just turned him off and stuff. It's going to come into play here because you got to remember that was over 30 years ago, that episode, and not everybody's walking around, verbatim remembers all the plot points. New people are never going to know that show, and they'll go, "Oh yeah, she's not treated like the rest because she's just a bunch of holographic images or whatever." Yet the doctors treated just like a crew member. Holly Hunter has a lot of respect for the doctor.
That although when they were in the turbo lift, which I like that the turbo lift now has benches. Again, I don't have a problem with it, but the doctor kept like sitting closer, and they were like freaking out by it, and they kept like backing off and backing away.
Oh,
again,
no. That's because he was droning on and on and on. So it's like anything else. If someone's droning on, and it's just even the little robot guy was going, I can't handle this.
I get it.
Switching.
No, I get why. I understand that. But again, there are just levels of acceptance. And also, especially, I would accept it more from the cadets. But if you're in the academy and if you're already part of the Starfleet, I would think, where's your duty, honor, and respect, or whatever the third thing is? Clean hands. Make your bed. I hear what you're saying, Franco. And again, I did like the xenophobia and the arrogance of the Beta Z president. And I didn't mind that he was using sign language, because I also saw that, and clearly at the end, when he did finally speak, but prior to that, being like, these people are beneath me. They turned their backs on my people for so long during the burn. They don't deserve my respect. That said, again, another nitpick, Beta Zs communicate telepathically. We saw it a million times in the Next Generation. And now all of a sudden, the kids are also speaking sign language to their father. And it's like, you know what? I'm sorry, guys, that's tokenism on the producer's part. See, we're being respectful to the deaf.
Yeah.
We're being very careful about that. And I'm for that, but not to that degree. It's like, there's a history here. And you can say that, yes, that was 30 years ago, Mitch. The show's been running nonstop since it was on the air. And why are you closing off what made this thing popular for 60 damn years? Again, that's why not only the fiction of the books and the comics, but the books of essays where real nerds like myself are pondering, well, what did that mean? And really, let's really examine that Sarek Amanda relationship. And what can you imagine were the complications on Vulcan raising a mixed race kid on Vulcan? And they would have these long essays and stuff like that because we gave a damn. And it's just like Star Wars, the richness of the universe that they really provided in Star Trek. And I'm sorry, Kurtz is like, it's not important. Just blow it off. It doesn't matter.
I think my argument to that and you would be, I may be on your side in a few episodes, but again, being so far flung in the future, and Beta Z has been closed off, mostly like feudal Japan was, and they developed their own culture and their own way of doing things. Maybe communication has changed, but you don't know that yet. So that would be my argument against what you just said. But I may be on your side in a few episodes if it's proven to be not that way.
Sadly, guys, every season has gone slowly downhill after the first couple of good episodes. What's the question, Mitch?
The question is, the actor that played the head of the Betazoids, is he deaf in real life?
I'm betting he is. I'm
I don't
betting he
know.
is because
I don't
again,
know.
not to be
He looked familiar, so I was like, maybe in
well,
respect or to the gentleman that played
given
the character, they did
given
that.
and again, this is a positive. Given the times that they have had people like what's his face, the Andorian that was blind, was really
Hamner.
Hemmer.
Henry.
Hemmer. Yeah, Hemmer was legally with the actor is legally blind, so
Mhm.
that's real. They had the guy who sadly that passed away that was part of the Orions in season 3 of Discovery. He was in a wheelchair. He really is in a wheelchair, or was until he passed away. So I respect that, and I'm glad that they likely because also, and again, I don't mean to sound insensitive. It reminded me of when Marlee Matlin speaks
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and she's got the thick voice because again she's just I understand. And so again, I think it's great that they had a deaf Beta Z in charge. Another little nitpick that I didn't notice, but somebody mentioned in one of the other YouTube critique shows, I had completely forgotten or I hadn't been paying attention. Both Majel Roddenberry, and Marina Sirtis used to wear black contacts in their eyes to
Wow.
make the Beta Z's pupils pure black. And I know it's subtle, but that was a great subtle way of making somebody more alien than human. And meanwhile, Beta Z Hottie and also the others didn't have any sort of contacts. I mean, what's her
Wow.
face says, she's got beautiful eyes. Look at her. Boy, I'd like
Yeah.
to.
Well,
I guess she's a regular on the show now too.
Oh, and
again,
no,
they,
they knew.
you
I
know,
mean, she's
they,
been,
they
she's
changed
in the book
Klingons
on
over the
Flying
years.
Cycle.
What's
Say it
that?
again.
I said they've changed Klingons over the years, so that's a small thing, I think. You know.
Well, and they changed them back. You'll notice they changed them back after.
Well, maybe they'll
everybody-
change them back after. Yeah, maybe they'll change them back on the next Star Trek season.
Well, they only got 20 episodes to do it, Franco. Because I think this show needs to be
not on this show, on another show. I'm thinking, yeah.
Well, again, we'll see what happens when they reboot the whole thing. I don't think this show is going to do well enough to save Alex Kurtzman. I really don't.
No, I don't know about that, but I think it's off to a strong start. But I
Yeah,
did want to ask you guys.
A lot
Go
of
ahead,
good.
Mitch.
No, I said I saw it got a lot of good ratings. I don't know what to believe anymore on the internet. So some people
Well,
tell you it's a
definitely.
bomb. Other people
Yeah,
say,
but-
"Oh, it's got a what is it? Rotten Tomatoes perfect score." I'm like, whatever that
It
means.
wasn't perfect, but also, Mitch, forgive me, Mitch, but honestly, this is classic. A lot of media,
Yeah,
they give access and they gave those advanced episodes to the people that are friendly to this show. So all of them have reported. But if you look on the audience side, and don't get me wrong, because I know the audience can be jerks and really knock down a favorable thing. But I've seen 50-50 at best as far as an audience response. And young people like it. Even and I was like bringing her up excuse me, but because I am truly interested in what they think. Jesse Gender, the trans person that does critiques, they made a comment because they also got the first 6 episodes free. And they're like, listen, whatever you do, you really have to give this show until episode 5, because that's when things really get interesting. That's a big ask for an average viewer. I don't know, because really that pie piece gets smaller and smaller when, all right, we've pissed off our older Trek fans with, well, this isn't for you. And I'm really glad nobody on this show has said that so far. And hold on, let me finish, and then by all means. And also, so somebody fresh coming to this thing, I don't know if it's going to, I don't think a teenager is looking for this kind of show. I could be wrong. Forgive me, Wayne, please.
No problem. I just want to tell you, Canadian actor who's deaf. He is deaf.
Oh, the
Yeah,
guy,
he's
the
a
guy,
Canadian actor who's deaf, yeah.
and he's deaf.
on the comments, Carrie put his name. His name is Anthony Natale,
Yeah.
and it says he is indeed deaf in real life.
In real life.
Oh, so there you go.
Yep.
I did want to ask you guys because your favorite and mine, Jet Reno, shows up in episode 2. And how did you guys feel about? I thought it was a great use of her. Yeah,
because it's okay to be a snarky teenager, or rather teacher. It's not okay to be a snarky junior officer serving on a ship. So I had no problem with her being, oh, great, oh, well, or whatever. And especially Caleb, I get it. He doesn't want to be there. I understand. He also got into Holly Hunter's face way too intensely in that second episode. And honestly, I wish she would have curled up her little fist and punched his ass. and just
Yeah, well-
to shock her.
Well,
Because
she feels guilty
How-
for sending his mom away. So
Yeah.
she's
So
gonna,
how long has it been since like that day with his mom and he escaped to now?
Like
It's been
15 years.
15 years. Yeah.
It's been 15 years. So he was what? How old was he there? 5, 6,
Six.
6 years old.
Yeah.
So he's 20
Yeah.
years old.
Yeah.
The guy looks like he's almost 30, and he's jacked. This guy's got like, when he was standing profile, his shoulder looked as big as Holly Hunter, entirely. I'm like, wow, this kid is jacked.
I'm convinced they are oiling his arms between takes.
If I had arms like that, I would too.
Yeah.
I would be doing it myself.
Looking at the guy. Absolutely, man.
If I had arms like that, I'd have like a devoted oiler on set, just for my arms.
No, again, and also there's another thing I heard. They made him lose weight because he is so physically big that he didn't look age appropriate. And somebody else said they should have made him the Klingon. And it's like, yeah, maybe.
Well,
Maybe. So here, comment from JD. I always understood there was a military discipline in the Federation. Where is that discipline in both the cadets and the officers in Holly Hunter, who's supposed to be the leader of all this? Yes. Again, I have no problem with her as the head of the school. I'm not reading Captain from her. And I want to see her get the ship out of danger the way the kids bailed her ass out in the first episode. Show some command, lady. Show some strategy. Show me a reason why. And again, I'm totally for her being in the chair.
Well,
I love Admiral Vance. And I'm glad Admiral, and much like Jet Reno, Admiral Vance also much better in this show and presented much better. And I like how he's got a broker between the War College and the Academy kids. So,
I was going to say, she didn't really get much experience flying around the galaxy because the burn was going on. So she probably doesn't have what the old Starfleet captains had because it's been 125 years since Warp Drive came back and then Discovery fixed everything. So she's not going to know how to act on a ship.
then why? Well, there are other people that, again, you had a War College supposedly going on since the burn. Also, that was another thing in her magnanimous speech at the beginning of the second episode. I want to thank the War College for keeping everything under control. The Federation dissolved during the burn. It angers me that it made me go back and watch that first episode of season 3 of Discovery. And actually it's a great, again, good things happen in the first episodes of even the lousy shows. They, when she meets with the Indian actor who is the Federation outpost guy, and he's like, oh my God, I've been waiting for a distress call. I'm not even technically part of Starfleet. And they unfurl the banner and there's only like 6 stars when there used to be a couple dozen. And it's like, wow, that's significant. So I wouldn't, it's kind of George W. Bush. Brownie, you did a hell of a job with that Cajun flood. And it's like, no, he didn't. No, he really didn't. So why are you saying that? Again, she's being magnanimous. And meanwhile, Captain A-hole, Commander A-hole is, hey, put your shoes on. I'm going to have names. I'm Reggie Mantle, Badgie for Knucklehead, who I have a bad feeling we've not seen the last of her, even though she's in both of those episodes. And Fishhead. If I'm not calling Reggie, when he's in full alien mode, I'm going to call him Fishhead.
Why do you think they didn't have him just be in makeup the whole time?
Because it's a lot of makeup.
No, I mean the actor's good looking. He probably is like, hey man, you didn't hire this to hide, but pick one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're gonna transform into your,
I think they telegraphed that when he asked her to turn around when he changed because he's not comfortable. I think.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird though. I mean, he's an alien race. They're all aliens on that thing.
You don't know what someone's going through individually.
That
little moment of "Could you please turn around?" telegraphed to me there's something deeper going on there, and I was okay with it.
All right, but the rest of them know what his real alien looks. What he looks like, right? He's not.
Well, I think Genesis was the only one in the room when he did it.
No, but I thought
they were communicating with him, so maybe they do. They probably do.
No one else knows.
Well, didn't Caleb call him Fish Boy or something like that?
He's been calling him Fish Balls.
I guess they do. Yeah. Well,
so they do know.
I didn't mind the transformation. What I did mind though was his ability, and I don't mind him surviving in open space, But for him not to have a helmet on, I'm going to call it a helmet, as opposed to
I had that
being
today with eggs.
bareheaded, a helmet with eggs. But no, he's in the vacuum of space. In space, no one can hear you scream, let alone
Except
talk on
those
a
people.
contact.
Maybe because he was under the deflector shield that kept him in there, and just there was a pocket of air.
God bless you, Mitch. God bless you, honestly. Again,
Right.
much like I always tell Wayne, it is not our job to answer those questions. It is the writer's job.
The same reason why Superman was allowed to take Mariel Hemingway into space in Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, the greatest superhero movie ever made. Nothing happened to her when she went
When
on
was
to the
she in
moon.
space? I don't remember her being in
She
space.
was, oh yeah. The nuclear man picked her up and took her into space, and it was like, what in the is happening here? Yeah.
That's the
How much
goals.
cocaine is on this
You
set?
want to get a bunch of nerds upset? Look at
Yeah.
this. Look what's happening here.
Yeah. Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
Here we go. Number one on the Orville's sister, everybody, or brother.
Yeah,
Okay,
you got to
there.
watch out for that Eric Palicki guy. He's a troublemaker, that guy.
So he tuned in late, but he's looking forward to this one. Can't wait to listen for
Well,
the
he
full
probably thought we were going to be doing the what was the show called? I can't even think of it right now. The one that
Orville?
you hated and we all loved, or Franco
Orville.
hated.
Orville.
Yeah, he
Orville.
probably thought this was the Orville
Oh, no,
Academy.
Eric knows what's going on. It's all
He
right.
knows. He's got the score. He knows.
I love it. Eric shows up for the Word Balloon book clubs all the time. And he never talks, but he's listening. He's taking notes, I'm sure.
Well, you hope so.
B
I don't
things.
know. I liked it. I liked both episodes.
I liked them too. And the second episode was honestly a throwback to an old style Trek, because they had a problem with the Betazoids and they didn't want to be the Federation, and they had a problem. They had to talk it out, and at the end, the resolve was we're going to move from Paris. Who the hell wants Starfleet Command in Paris anyway? Are you kidding me? And then they moved it to place a lot less snooty than
good.
Paris.
The
I think
commander.
that could have been on the Old Next Generation. That
Sure
plot
could.
line and that
Sure
story could have easily been on TNG.
I'm interested to see what the Betazoid daughter of the Chancellor or whatever is. She has that inhibitor. They talked about that, and I'm wondering how that. I like the little thing about the tooth too. Like there's something in your teeth, but the little inhibitor, and she's like, I can really hurt people, and I'm like, I want to see her hurt people.
She gets
gonna
uninhibited.
happen. You know that's going to
It's
happen.
gonna get real.
Mhm.
Well, also, you lied to me. You're a Beta Z. You should be able. I mean, that's good Lord. That was half of Deanna Troy's dialogue in the first couple of seasons. He's lying, Captain. He's lying, Captain. And it's like, and also again, the president can read everybody. And I'm surprised he didn't say something to Holly Hunter of, "Hey, keep cadet biceps away from my daughter," because I can sense his.
Hey there, barefoot Contessa.
I was gonna. Honestly, I think everybody in that room was thinking the same thing as muscle guy there.
Even as well, yeah. Oh my God. Oh, she's lovely.
That's what I'm saying. They're like, the dad's like, okay, which one of you just said that? Which one of you? And they're all looking at each other like,
Are you trying to nail my daughter? Are you trying to nail my daughter?
He should have got up to the podium and said, "Okay, all of you, stop it."
exactly right. Yeah. Before I say anything, you're all filthy and disgusting. She's my daughter, for God's sakes.
Oh, I didn't mention it. All right, guys, I'm sorry again. This character should not exist. Sorry. No.
Yeah, that was one that was like, I thought they all died.
Yeah.
That was the whole
Well, that's
story.
the thing, Mitch. Yeah, but you know what happened? Alex Kurtzman saw a photo of Frank Gorshin and Leo, whatever his last name is, the other actor that was the half white, half black thing. And it's like, well, that's cool. Let's have one of those. And then one of the nerd writers said, you do know that they were like an extinct species.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to be the last.
You don't know that one of the writers.
Maybe
knew that.
they cloned them. Maybe they cloned. Look, man, I grew up thinking that Yoda was the last Jedi Knight. If you ever watch Star Trek now, there's about 5,000 of those SOBs running around with lightsabers. It's like, what happened? There was one
like
left.
Order 66, they killed all the Jedis, except for the few thousand they
Except
missed.
for the few thousand we missed. Exactly. Oh, what about Ahsoka? Yeah, we let it go. Oh, what about that guy? Oh, what about Rebel? Whatever.
I trust
there's a lot of them out there.
There's a lot out
that survived Order 66.
I know.
Mr. Spock says they're extinct. I believe Leonard Nimoy, but that's me. What do I know?
Yeah. Oh, for crying out loud! They even added family members. That's how Michael Burnham was added. Like, where was his sister before?
You never had a sister.
That's why it's another universe.
That's
she was
true.
wiped from the
That's
record,
true.
so we don't.
Maybe in this universe they didn't all die out.
I look forward to being in my 70s, Wayne, and there's new Star Trek, and much like the Kelvin universe, new Trek is, well, that was an alternate universe. I believe that's going to happen. And also, I'm still looking for a lot more merch and comics and novels based in this new Trek, and I'm seeing very little. My buddies, Lansing and Kelly, are doing it at IDW and giving us, okay, what happened the next day after the burn in The Last Starship. And again, boys, I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but the good folks at IDW keep me well informed before the issue comes out. 3 issues are out. It is fantastic. And I love seeing Kirk in that burn era. And they've cloned Kirk for this story. And I have a feeling, kind of like Trip's clone in Enterprise, that the clone will be unstable and it won't be able to survive. That's my supposition. Because otherwise, you're not going to have James Kirk tooling around 500 years in the future or whatever.
No, you cannot have him.
Maybe Thomas Riker could show up and save everybody.
I'm surprised that he didn't show up.
I said that to Frakes. I'm like, Frakes, whatever happened? I go, that's a story sitting there for you, man. Go ahead. What are you going to say, Frank? Oh, excuse me.
I was very surprised Kirk didn't show up in the Michael Burnham disco show.
Cost too much money.
Exactly.
What do you got, Winnow?
Again, I already told you guys this, that Frakes came up with the story of what happened to Tom Riker for Star Trek Legacy.
Yep.
And at Vegas, he literally said, what we could have is Tom Riker join the crew, and he was talking to Terry Metalis about it. This was on stage, so they were spitballing the story about how they could bring back Thomas Riker.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's another reason why Kurtzman should not get a new contract, because that's what's going on, guys. He's not going to get fired. He's just not going to get a contract renewal. And I really, God, I wish I were a fly on the wall in that board meeting, because it's like Metalis managed to unite, no pun intended, the entire Star Trek loving group, new and old, with Legacy, and instead you do a sequel show to Discovery. F you. And also the amount of money. Good Lord. They spent a ton of money on all those sets and having the tree. And I hate that there's a tree on the damn ship. That's just stupid. But apparently we still got the same idiot writers and again, well, shame on me. I apologize to those writers. Who knows? I believe Kurtzman is the final arbiter of all this stuff, especially given that these first 2 episodes, he directed both episodes. So he's hands-on on this goddamn thing.
I think, didn't I read that?
So feast or famine, it's all on Alex. And again, I have a bad feeling.
What happened?
What else is he going to say, Wayne?
Oh,
Wayne,
no, sorry.
Respectfully, because honestly, the Irish guys on.
I think someone's on a delay, and
What's up,
it's getting all messed up.
Johnny's on a delay.
Yeah, Johnny's on a delay.
What Irish guys?
Am I on delay?
Yeah. Maybe you should drop out and come back in real quick.
All right, I'm sorry. I'll.
No.
Yeah, I will. Thank you, guys. I apologize.
Okay.
Now he's all right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, no, but he was on a delay there, so he was.
Yeah, no, it's just like
he's on a lot of stuff.
What were you going to say, Wayno?
Oh no, I'll wait till he gets back. Just want to
take over, Wayne. This is your
take
chance.
over. This is your chance. Do it. You're in charge. Go for it.
We're giving you the opportunity to
Hey, whoa! I'm Canadian. We don't do the whole takeover.
Oh, yes, you do. You guys got a lot more land than we do.
We do have a lot more land, and we stand by Greenland. Yay!
Yeah. I just the shape of the ship kind of threw me for a bit. I like that it's called Athena, and the reason why it looks
God
like
of War.
It's wisdom too.
Wisdom, God of wisdom,
goddess of wisdom.
But at first I saw the ship and I'm like, oh, I kind of like this, but it's kind of impractical, don't you think?
Yeah.
These wings going out to what do they do?
Oh, it looked pretty. I
have a problem with the detachable nacelles. It just it's a nice looking visual, but
Maybe
like
they could
Booker-
swap
it's like
it out.
Bookship.
No,
Booker?
but maybe they could swap it out when they need to sell a different Lego toy. You could
Yeah.
do the wings, and then they could
Ooh.
have like the guns blazing things, like the big laser cannons on it.
I
You don't know, because the only thing is the saucer. Think about it. Even the old ship, we had the saucer section. You could have detached it and put it on like something else. You don't know.
Am I still delayed, boys, or am I okay?
No, I think you're good.
No, I think you're there.
good. Keep talking,
Okay.
John.
Yeah, but Wayne or Mitch, if I may, pardon me, Wayne.
He's not saying
You just
anything.
said keep talking.
I am delayed.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm talking. All right. I hear you guys. Thank you. My point, though, Mitch, is regarding the difference of the saucer separation. It had its own power source. I hope those are just nacelles and nobody's working in those things, because doesn't that make them a target when they're detached? I mean, this is Kurtzman. It looks cool. Yeah, but logically it doesn't make nobody's going to care. Just keep going. And again, that is his philosophy for 80% of the nitpicks that us canonistas have a problem with. And it's like, no, man, 60 years. They follow. Guys, all the authors I've spoken to over the years, the novelists, they have their stories vetted by Paramount. Well, that sounds like a great idea, but actually the Bajorans are XYZ, and it's already been established. So no, you can't write that kind of story. If there is that kind of vetting, it's not happening in TV because Captain Idiot is in charge and saying, "Nah, it looks cool. Just keep going." Go ahead, Wayne. Excuse me.
Okay. I believe Generations was the first time that in Starfleet's history that they allowed families to be on the same ship with the crew members.
Yeah.
So it made sense for the Galaxy class starships to have the saucer section to detach and to run away with the family members, and then the other half was the battle bridge. You went from the bridge to the battle bridge, so the neck to the nacelles was actually the fighting part of the starship. The saucer section was more the living quarters aspect of it, and so having the detachment there had a logical sense, and it looked cool when they did it, and they did it for purpose. The detachable nacelles is just, it's like, hey, this is what I can do in CGI. It looks really cool. Like you were saying, John, this just looks cool, but there's no practical functionality with it. It's like, again, my biggest problem with this new Trek, especially in the future, is the programmable matter stuff, because that can answer every question, that can solve every solution, and it's just, it takes away, like Franco said, good storytelling has conflict, and then conflict resolution. When your conflict can be resolved by, hey, programmable matter, whatever you want to program it, or whatever it is, or whatever poo you put into it, so it looks like a comm badge. It's just, it loses your not your intent, your
credibility. The truth,
not just the credibility, but you want to keep following. You're interested in following these characters, that you become not obsessed, involved. It's another word. That's what happens when you have cancer.
We got you.
But no, it's just
Canadian. I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
Committed.
Committed, or your interest, whatever it is, your investment into the characters. That when you lose your investment, you don't care. Because I have an example, and I will say this:
you got it.
Batman. I have not read Batman in probably a long time. I've sort of read a couple of the issues. I lost it after Batman Year Zero with the Snyder run. I lost it with the first issue with Tom King.
Sure.
Because I'm going, Batman doesn't jump on top of a plane and says, you know what, this would be a good death, and try to steer it into Gotham Harbor. Because one, you're just a human. At the end of the day, I know he's a human, but he's more the strategist of the Justice League. He's the one that you go to find to get out of something. That's his. But like in this case with the Star Trek, once you have that godlike machine that can do anything, there's nothing left in the story that you can build upon. There's nothing that you can make different. It's
Remember
just
the-
like, oh, let's go to programmable
Remember the
matter.
device?
Go ahead, John.
Device in
You're
season
sort
one
of,
Picard
John,
that
sorry.
could fix anything?
Sorry. John, you're just sort of cutting in and out a little bit when you're talking.
Okay.
Talk now. I just
will-
wanted
here,
to
I'll
tell
take
you, you were
myself
cutting
out of
in and out when
something
you're
else.
explaining.
I wish we had that Beta Z guy on the
in,
show right now
season
with
one of
sign
Picard.
language to tell us what's happening. See? And we
Yeah.
can hear you, John, but it's, just saying.
It's just that it's just like, Max Headroom. You're doing a Max Headroom.
He
where you
is.
just sort of,
He is. He's in a different time zone right
Yeah.
now.
yeah.
And you're delayed, so you got to give him time to speak because he's got to catch up to what we're saying.
I'll try it. Should I leave again? I'm sure the
No,
answer
we'll
is
just
yes.
no,
wait for
John.
you. We'll just wait for you. You'll
Explain
move
All right, I'm
it
gonna
out,
leave
and
again.
it'll catch up.
Okay. Season one of Picard, they had that device that could fix anything. And that was just like programmable matter. And that's kind of bullshit. I also, by the way, do see that I'm out of sync. So I will pull myself back out again and see if I can fix this. But you,
Oh, good. He's kind of good. I like that.
He's nuts,
All right.
man.
This is where the
He
plan
hasn't even
comes.
watched Star Trek.
Boys,
He's been watching
this
Space
is where we get it going.
1999.
What do we do?
I don't know. Hey, how about that Gil Gerard dying? There goes Buck.
Oh, I know.
We'll catch up. It's been a while since we were on last, I'm reading
Yeah.
some of the comments there. Carrie's talking about programmable matter. Then somebody's talking about advertising. The best creatives are always hard to make the bosses look smarter. Kurtzman seems to do the opposite. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see if if Kurtzman is gone, what the next iteration of Star Trek would be. Again, I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but I like these two episodes. Yes. Yeah. There have been other episodes. There have been episodes of Discovery that I've liked. Overall, I just didn't like the series. And my argument now is that this is in the future. It's a brand new Trek. There's got to be brand new items that are certainly going to piss off people like Johnny, who are super hardcore Star Trek. But we need that to go through Trek in the future of the time period that we are in Starfleet Academy. I want to see things that have changed. I want to see conflicts in stories. I want to see new things happening. And so far, I think I'm getting that.
Yeah. Because it got like a clean slate with that 150-year delay between, the burn and no one's done anything for 150 years. I'm like, that's cool. It's taking baby steps. And I was watching that thing. What if tomorrow there was no more electricity? Remember there was a show on NBC years ago about that? There was no more power and everything had to start over again. Or if there was no more internet, how would everybody go back? And that'd be
Zito.
Yeah, but I'm watching it going, people, there would be such an adjustment if you couldn't fly to Europe anymore. If you couldn't take an airplane and you had to go back on a boat like you used to do hundreds of years ago. It's like that is really a cool story because people become isolated. They don't go around anymore. They don't communicate anymore. They start, like you said, having sex, whatever's lying around. And next thing you know, we get a whole new bunch of...
Well, that was my...
I think it's interesting what's going to happen. I think
that was my argument with Beta Z is they've been closed off for so long in their own little, they've become like Japan again, you know, so.
And people I don't remember Beta Zs having long lives. So if it's been 150 years, they probably have gone through 2 generations or 3 generations of people that have had no contact with anybody outside of their planet. So all this is new. Why should they trust the humans on the Earth or this? Why? Because somebody said so? Like, hey, we used to be friends 200 years ago. Let's just do it again. It's like, I don't know about that, man,
So. Especially after we've been attacked by all whatever that alien species they were talking about. Where were you when we were being attacked?
Yeah. And they didn't know. They didn't know like Starfleet gave up on it. I don't there was no communication. They mentioned something in there about Beta Z was, I don't know what they had around their planet, or was it me imagining something?
They had a wall.
They had a wall, exactly. So I thought of it like, remember that Star Wars show that was on about the banking planet? that
Yeah.
had some kind of
Mhm.
wall around it.
Mhm.
What was it called? The little kids one, the Goonies in space.
Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew. And it was like they didn't know what was going on the outside with the Emperor and the Empire and all that because they've been shut off. And he was like, well, that's kind of an interesting plot device, but whatever. We'll see.
Johnny, I'm glad you're back out of the transporter and buffered in to our
Yeah.
timeline.
I was in carbonite like Han Solo.
Yeah.
Am I still in a delay or am I okay now, guys?
No,
No,
you're
you're
good now.
all right.
No.
Okay, good. No, again, I understood and respect the idea of why Beta Z doesn't trust him. And I'll forgive me, Mitch, but the wall analogy, it sounds like a certain president that was trying to build a wall.
Well,
to keep
150
people-
years is a long time. You're not.
Oh no,
being-
I understand that, but I think a lot of their storylines are relating to
Reflecting
The
things that are
current,
happening today.
Well, that's what
and-
Star Trek always did. It always did. that.
True.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Here, let's see some comments. Sir Jonah of Connecticut. Oh, he's from your
That's
neck
Sir
of the woods.
John. That's Pina Comics, Sir John.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Star Trek is 60 years old. Roddenberry is dead. Things have to move on, like the Brandenburger years did. Sure they do. Just like, yeah, you're right. Like Roddenberry's era had to end, and they had to do different things. Do it better. And I don't think that's asking too much. And I don't buy that. Well, but it's been around for a long time, and they certainly have covered a lot of things. I'm sorry. There are new things to talk about every year. They should be addressing AI, and hopefully they will with Sam and all of that nonsense and everything. Hopefully.
Now that I think about it, why didn't she go outside the ship and do something? Because she don't breathe air.
That's a good call, Mitch.
I mean,
'cause they had to
honestly,
let
why
Reggie
are you
Mantle-
sacrificing Fish Boy when the freaking hologram? Maybe the mobile emitter wasn't. It doesn't go outside the ship.
Actually, I think that is why. I think that is the logic. Why.
Okay, all right. Well, again, I had to write the friggin' answer to my own question. Thank you. I can't wait for my check from Paramount next week.
Exactly.
You'll get your
Exactly.
2 cents.
You're going to blow a gasket when you find out Kurtzman's gone and Kathleen Kennedy takes over. You'll go.
I know somebody said that earlier.
Crazy. You'll go batshit crazy, man.
Oh, I can't wait.
That'll be something.
This is awesome. And by the way, I'm going to cover this in an upcoming Scene Missing. This excellent movie. You guys remember Colossus, the Foreman Project?
Yep.
Yep.
That is, maybe I've already had this conversation with you guys. I don't know if I've had it on the air, but I'm like, somebody should remake that movie. And then I realized it takes 2 years to make a movie at least. And 2 years from now, who the hell knows what AI is going to look like? Or, I mean, the way that it's financially being supported is such a Ponzi scheme of taking money out of one pocket and putting it in another, that the whole AI thing could collapse from a consumer use and
It's the
pull
new
back
Bitcoin.
from
It's
the
the new-
fun use that we're all screwing around with.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
could tie back to your whole thing is that the power grid in the world will finally blow up because all of
That's
this
what I'm
AI
saying.
stuff.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be something?
And I'll be out of work. I'll be shit out of luck. Exactly.
Short
For real.
circuits. No, you can go on the telegraph. Well, beep, 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 beep,
Yeah.
beep.
Yeah, isn't this
Short
AI stuff like it sucks, like, for lack of a better term, it sucks up a lot of power.
Oh yeah, it does.
And
Yes.
so
But so did the Bitcoin stuff, and the people were doing that nonsense. It's like, you know how much those server farms are.
not the Bitcoin, but it was that other stuff where it was you owned that.
Oh,
that,
NFTs.
and, yeah, the NFTs. Yeah,
That was so.
yeah,
stupid.
those are all over the place now, right? Yeah.
Oh, that's still going on. I thought that was
No.
like the freaking Beanie Babies.
Actually, they are
of,
still. They're still trying to do something with it. It hasn't completely gone away, but they certainly pulled back from. Hey, look, new shiny thing. Hey, everybody, we all want to.
You buy artwork, but you don't really own it, but you own the file.
Isn't
I'm
that
like,
nuts?
what the hell are you nuts?
Isn't that
Yeah.
nuts? Seriously, I know,
Mhm.
I know, and I love that. Of all people, stupid Garib Sheamus, he of the Wizard conventions, was all over all that crap.
Was he? Oh,
Oh yeah, I had him on the show. I felt like George Stephanopoulos on Sunday morning grilling a senator, going, "Yeah, I'm not buying it, sir.
I don't get
Explain
it
better."
either.
And then I don't know if you guys know David Macho. David Macho is a fantastic. He's a booker for a lot of the foreign shows, the
Oh.
European shows, and he's fantastic. And I'm like, David, what do you think of the whole NFT and all this stuff? And it's for the accent. He's like, John, it's all BS. And he didn't use say BS. He said the word. And I was crying. And he goes, and he reps a lot of European artists. And he's like, I'm telling all of them, don't you dare get involved, because eventually all the financial rules are going to catch up with this stuff. And everything that's the Wild West right now is going to change. I'm like, David, you are so right. Yeah.
We are going to move into an electronic currency at some point in the future, but we have to
100%.
get to a point where we agree upon it. If you know anything about economics, there has to be a basic level of trust.
Yes.
In what's
That's why I think it'll never happen. But
no, that's true. Like, why is precious metal, especially gold, going through the roof? Because it's tangible and we can trust it.
Right.
Well, no,
like pennies. Yeah.
No, you're right.
I don't agree.
Like,
I don't agree that it'll ever happen where we go to an electronic currency, because whenever I use credit card now, every place is adding a 3% fee on top of things. So no, I don't.
No, and I keep telling you, I'm more and more rooting for the day where all electricity and stuff is gone. I don't know how I became the Unabomber, but within this conversation tonight, I'm rooting for Ted Kaczynski to come back, buddy.
Okay. Can we wait till I'm in a ground or an urn before that? Because I still need my medication, and a machine has to make that.
Well, that's okay. If you live in the great USA, you can now get your medication with you-know-who dollars and go to his website and buy his own I'm like, wait a minute. What's happening here?
We'll talk about this off air.
Yeah.
I got to get your thoughts on something. I don't know.
Don't move to Greenland, okay? Don't move there yet.
Hey, JD has a great comment, and this is my problem with Sam. Why does the hologram need to go to school? It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I don't understand the sense of programming a person that awkward. And I again, it would seem it would be even if you are from a different alien race, it would seem to be an easy fix, much like the Doctor learning his programming and stuff.
Well, why does the Doctor like opera and have an opera club? That makes.
Sense. Wayne. Or I'm so sorry, Mitch. Again, at my brain.
That's all right. He's the other guy.
It didn't bother me. That didn't bother me as far as the Doctor being in charge of the opera club, because that's like a thing with teachers that they are involved in.
No. But he's a hologram, but he has a personality. He's a unique individual, and just like this young lady is too.
That's exactly. I think that's the point. Is that this young person has been programmed, but they're a young entity and they need to learn. So
there is no gold press line. Yeah, how did that Ferengi? Who's paying his tuition? How much platinum did he have to spend on that thing? Yeah.
Again, I think he's part of the remedial part of the academy.
He's Nod's great grandson or something, whatever.
He's a legacy. He's like Flounder.
He is. Yeah, they had to bring him in. They're like, oh, that kid. Oh, it's Nog. It's Eggnog. Okay, bring him in.
You're right. It's Nog's great grandchild. Yeah, absolutely. All right, fine. But again, where are the best of the best? And that's the thing. And that's why I hate my Badgie. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't buy it. And it's not funny. It's stupid. And again, isn't that cute? No, it's not. Again, I'm just annoyed by these people.
Here's a question for you.
They don't do drama well.
Not every student at Starfleet Academy's goal is to command their own starship, correct? Not everybody's there, right?
Sure.
I mean, because the Klingon guy's there for medicine. I assume somebody's there to be the head of stellar cartography. It's like, what a lame job that. But somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to change the oil. Yeah, you're
not letting Ralph Wiggum over here anywhere near any job of importance. Ralph Wiggum.
I ate paste. I like it.
Exactly. There's your red crayon, Ralph. I hate it.
Yeah.
Someone has to be in charge of the waste disposal.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Someone's got to be making the poop into food.
There is no waste disposal. It gets recycled into the replicator.
Well,
somebody's got to be responsible for shoving it into one tube to another.
You know what?
It's the person cleaning the hologram.
I want to see that extended universe story where the first individual came out and said, "Hey, don't throw that shit away." Why? I think I can make it into food. And then imagine the taste test. Imagine the first couple times it didn't work right.
Ew.
It's like,
I'd
hey,
rather
it's
not.
like beef bourguignon, like it's like
And you know,
roast
Yeah, no, it
turkey.
still tastes like crap, Tommy. Do it
and
again.
you know when that first communique, that first email went out. Like, wait a minute, they want us to save our own poop. What?
Yeah,
This is ridiculous. I'm not doing that.
yeah. Drink your own urine.
Oh, we'll get
I'd
Mikey to
really
do
like
it.
to
Mikey will
think
eat
it-
anything.
Again, I'd really like to think that instead they just have not, like tofu, futuristic tofu that they can make into whatever they need to make, and that it really isn't, that. But no, I think Badgie's future is she'll be an ambassador to the Packlids. You speak like us. We eat our badges too. We have, it's the Bizarro world. Maybe she's from the Bizarro world. Me, I'm
Maybe she
sad.
is.
Me, I ate my badge.
She's the lower decks version of the show. They got to have lower decks people.
Yeah, but those guys were competent.
Were they? Bomber
Kenny was.
Bomber.
Ew, Carrie, Soylent Brown, gross.
Oof.
Soylent Brown is
Soylent
people.
Brown is people shit. People
People poop. People poop.
poop. Ew. Do you guys remember the name of the arcade game pre-Asteroids that had the same kind of look, but it was just
Space Wars.
Starship and alien ship
Space
flying?
Wars. Yeah, Space Wars. It was
Is
a
that what it's
triangle.
called, Mitch?
Yes, yeah. One was
Yeah.
a triangle like the Star Destroyer from Star Wars, and the other one was kind of like a Star Trek, and they'd fly around and you'd shoot
Yes.
each other. Yeah. I used to play that.
Because in Soylent Green, Leslie Ann Warren or whatever her name was, it was in her apartment that she lived in. She had one
Yeah.
of those.
Yeah, they had one in the background. It was a big old thing too. One of those
Boy,
back in the
Mitch,
day.
if you do the arcade again at Terrificon, hey Mitch,
Yeah.
when's Terrificon?
August 7th to the 9th, 2026, John. That's it.
I hope if you ever have retro arcade back,
Oh,
that
I
you
could
can find one of those
maybe.
machines.
Maybe.
Nothing,
I just got.
nothing
I
made
just.
me happier than playing the Star Trek arcade game.
They actually made a Hallmark ornament of that game, that arcade game. This year when I was at New York Comic Con, I did a double take. I'm like, wait, you made an ornament based on a Star Trek 1978 arcade game? They're like, yeah. I'm like, well, that's kind of cool. So very few
Mario
people
makes a
know
good
who it was.
point. Did we notice that the Cerritos and the Protostar were not in the 60-year intro? Yeah,
Well, that's
but
good.
at least they name checked, or both characters from Prodigy, and I don't remember any Lower Deck references.
Oh,
But
Mariner was
that-
referenced.
Mariner was
They-
referenced on the
I believe
wall.
Mariner was referenced on the wall.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Well, she's a writer. By the way, let's keep our eyes peeled for whenever her episode comes up, because I'm sure it's going to be wacky.
Everybody
and-
will be screaming. I know that.
And again, what other shows are you working on? Well, we're going to do a workplace sitcom that takes place on a pleasure planet, but it's not Risa. And did you hear her whole premise for her? Okay, here it is, Mitch. So yeah, Tawny Newsome and another writer, two or three San Diego's ago talked about this. They want their idea for a new Star Trek spinoff is a situation comedy that happens on a pleasure planet, and they don't realize that they are being shot for a reality TV show.
So it's
I'm
like The
assuming
Office in
like
space.
The Office or Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, because that's a good idea for Star Trek, dumbass.
Yeah, no one's gonna watch.
And of course, Kurtz was like, sounds good to me. Let's go with it.
no, it doesn't.
So, okay. Sir John says, yes, Beckett was on the wall.
Wow, Commander
fine.
Beckett. Well, thank God it was
She only
just
made it to
Commander.
commander. She didn't make it to admiral.
He didn't get made
Shocking.
captain. No.
Bummer. Rance, Jerry O'Connell's character was keeping her down. Captain
Yeah.
Ransom.
Yeah.
Wow.
By the way, I can't even disclose, but I had some great conversations with some great ideas for IDW Star Trek comics. And I'm like, oh, that would be so effing good. It's a damn shame that the person's too busy to do it. So just saying. Wayne, did you want to go through? Is there any other thoughts on these first two episodes, boys?
No, again, like I said, I liked it. Because I walked away from the whole Star Trek thing years ago, and I just look at it and going, so okay, it's like it's almost like a Twilight Zone episode where you're going, I kind of know this. It's from something, but it's actually okay. I like it. So far, I don't know. And again, I've watched a lot of. I think my problem too. I know it's my problem. I watch a lot of stuff that you guys probably don't watch, and I've watched like the two shows I referred, Pandora and Motherland Fort Salem. So to me, this is the typical teen school drama that it's Dawson Creek, it's Beverly Hills 90210.
Is that other one?
Degrassi, it's all this stuff. One Tree Hill, Gilmore Girls.
Welcome back,
all
Cotter.
This stuff.
Yeah, the Sweat Hogs. The Sweat Hogs.
I wish they did a Sweat Hogs episode. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Mr. Cartier.
Oh, I got a question
I'm
for
going
you.
to fly the ship, Mr. Cartier.
Do you think we'll be getting off-the-wall wacky episodes on Starfleet Academy where they turn into
Yes.
Muppets or singing? You do?
Well, I don't know about the gimmicks. I don't know about the gimmicks.
No,
but
I'm
we are gonna
wondering
get
if they're getting away from that stuff because I'm like,
I don't think they're going to do
worse.
because it would ruin the whole teen drama.
And even, yes, and also even the people that are pro New Trek were like, too many gimmicks.
Yeah,
so I think they got the memo. I think they got the memo about that.
Though I do remember Deep Space Nine. Was it the second episode when he was playing hopscotch? I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, but Mitch, that was early in the run.
Wasn't
and they all, and all those were in the first season, and they realized
they were getting their sea legs.
Like, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, again.
What else are you going to do on DS9? There's nothing. You just run around the promenade?
Well, no, I remember. No, but when DS9 started, everybody was like, "Oh, they don't go anywhere; they're just stuck here." And then the first couple episodes were like, "Yeah, this has got to get something better than just
Well,
whatever.
And again,
Cheers in space.
As soon as Ira Bear was in charge of the show, he's like, "We need a ship," and Rick Berman was kind of being a jerk and being like, "No, you're a space station show."
Well,
and
thank
finally,
God they got to Defiant.
They capitulated and they got to Defiant, and that's good. Again, I mean,
good.
it's. That's the thing, guys. And also this, and I understand the nature of streaming and that only 10 episodes and all that stuff, but all it does is hurt this thing because when this thing is over and it only has 20 episodes and people are like, oh, there was so much potential. It's like, well, all I know is they squander, especially Strange New Worlds. Think about it. When they're done, they're going to have 46 episodes. That's 2 seasons of Berman Trek era. Or 2 seasons of original series Trek, or not even that for the original series.
Yeah.
And again, wasting that much real estate on all those gimmick episodes, F you hard. And it's, again, don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. I'm sorry. Again, that's why I'm trying to calm my F-bombs. But honestly, man, and again, it's not giving me heart attacks or agita. This is sports for me. But Kurtzman blew it. 8 years of overspending and simplified scripts and dividing the audience. Congratulations, Alex. You nearly killed Star Trek. Star Trek's not dead. It's never going to be dead. It's too valuable.
Yeah,
but it will rest for a while.
It's like bringing back the original Star Wars people, not making one scene in the whole 3 movies with they're all together. That's all people wanted. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
Yep.
And then Carrie Fisher, being Carrie Fisher, said, "Hey, could I die somehow so I could fuck everything up?" And she did. God bless her. That's a Carrie Fisher thing to do. I always think of that too. It's like she was so nuts and real. I know she didn't commit suicide, God forbid. But the thing of it is, it was just her way of saying, "Hey, fuck you."
Yeah,
she went out like a princess.
Well, like
after they told her to lose weight,
flipping each other off in class.
They made her lose weight. Yeah, I'm like, screw you, let her alone. Jesus Christ.
Talking about Star Trek,
Star Wars.
I know. I'm talking about Star Trek.
Oh.
I like this. I want to see where it's going. Hopefully, it continues to do well because I like these first 2 episodes. I'm going to disagree with Wayne because he says, and I do it every episode. He says this is a different universe. It's an alternate timeline. It's not. They haven't said that. It's not. It's the same timeline. I'm going to keep going with it. Disco sucked. This is happening. This is better so far, but we'll see where it goes.
It's going to take other producers for that to happen.
Does she have an opening thing, she says, or did they just not really do
it?
Yeah,
where was that BS?
The space, the Final Frontier type of thing. She kind of hints at it, and I'm like, oh, is that going to be their opening? But I don't think they have one. It's just music, right?
No.
It's like
I hope not. I hate that. I mean, again, I didn't mind that Picard said engage, and the others, whatever they said. But really, by the time of Strange New Worlds, hey, what's your thing gonna be? Shut up. You know what my thing's gonna be? Shut up and drive the ship, Erica.
Well, that'd be a good one.
Keep your mouth shut, Erica.
That's a good one. Shut up and drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, that's a good song. That should.
I will have to turn
I love
this
that song.
starship around if you don't keep quiet.
Actually, she's gonna do her thing, and God bless Holly Hunter, but she's such a mush mouth. Nobody's gonna be able to understand the command. What?
That's
I don't understand what you're saying, Captain.
Don't
Go.
make fun of Holly Hunter. She's America's sweetheart, buddy.
I love her. I've been in love with her since Raising Arizona. I just want to protect her.
turn to the right.
Tiny little thing.
Stalker.
Will you? Yeah, exactly. Mitch, will you please invite her to Terrificon so I can just hold her for like 5
My
minutes?
problem is, unfortunately, being on August 7th to the 9th, is it's the same weekend as Trek Vegas, and my boy Paul Giamatti from my hometown of New Haven, and I'm 6 months older than him, and we hung out the same fucking places all grown up. He'll probably be at that goddamn Trek Vegas shit, and he won't be in my town. And he lives in Connecticut again. He just moved back. He was in Brooklyn for a while, but Paul's back in Connecticut. We eat at the same effing pizza parlors. But no, because of nerds like that one over there from Canada who has to go support and get autographs from the same old actors he's got 50 autographs already from, they got to go to Las Vegas and go freaking sniff Walter Koenig's wig. You know? Let it go. You don't need any more autographs unless Jess Bush is there. Because
She's there.
That's
Oh, so okay, then you can go.
So, in my defense, there's only been one actress has been announced for Vegas, and that's Bella, whatever. She plays Genesis.
Yeah, Genesis is going. I saw your
oh.
picture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Genesis is going to be there, and that's the only one. So, Paul,
he's
Did
gonna
not
be
show
there.
up.
He said his life ambition was to go to a Star Trek convention, and of
Wasn't-
course he's gonna be.
Wasn't
there.
it great though, Mitch, on Colbert? Like he's a legit fan.
Oh, he is. He
named
said he
Ted
stayed
Goldman.
home in the snowstorm and watched DS9.
He name checked Gold Ducat. I'm like, all right,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
in.
Yeah.
You're one of us.
And he said that DS9 was the best of all the Treks, and I always
Yep.
said it was after it's all
Yep.
said and done. Yeah.
oh yeah,
Absolutely.
it was.
No, I that made
Didn't
me
start
and
off that
also,
way, but when it ended, I'm like, this was the best one
Yep.
they had.
Yep.
For the most part, I don't mind Colbert being the voice of
I didn't even
Class
notice him, to
Notes
be
or
honest
whatever.
with you. I was like, when was it?
Oh
he
no,
was in-
he's the disembodied voice, like
Yeah.
attention, Rectigino now being served in the cafeteria.
Remember
But the
the
only thing I
cafe?
didn't like, and again, too many modern phrases that hey, go to the lunchroom because being hangry is your worst enemy.
I saw
Shut
that.
up.
I was like, wow,
Shut up.
hangry.
That's not
They didn't
Steven's
cure
fault.
hangry. They didn't eat enough shit sandwiches to cure the hangry.
Exactly. Shit sandwiches now being served in the commissary. With
Yeah.
with extra shit on it. Yeah, exactly.
Too much roughage.
Oh my god. Well,
The
JD
mummy,
says
the
well,
mummy
Academy
guys
doesn't
seem to be
operate, so-
nicer, or was it just me?
JD, they already did. That would be the second episode, sir. They already had an opera. Yeah, I know you mean like a musical. I
Yeah.
don't think so. I don't.
No,
think so.
what's the guy's name? The guy from the Mummy. That's the commandant or the president of the Federation.
Obed, whatever
Oded
his name is.
Fair.
Who?
Oded Fair.
Oh, he seemed a lot nicer because he was a real jack.
I
when he
loved
was
him on this.
Discovery. But now
Oh
he's
yeah,
kind of
no, he's good.
Well,
He is a Trek
He
nerd.
had to deal with Michael Burnham, so that.
Exactly, that would piss anybody off. Exactly.
No,
No, it's good. And again, I like that he's a mediator between
Yeah.
the War College a-hole and Holly Hunt.
What's the conflict going to be? What's
So-
the season finale going to be wrapped up like? They're going to have an episode where the War College commandant says, this is the way we're going to solve the situation. And Holly Hunter's going to be like, no, we're going to have a bake-off and we're going to do
Well-
it like this. And that's going to be the grand
Bake-off.
finale. That, it's coming. I mean,
It's
there's
Paul
no other
Giamatti,
option.
Giamatti,
Why?
yeah. It's Paul Giamatti,
You-
yeah.
And you know what's going to happen? The kids, the what do you call it? Was there any alien
Cadets.
races over at the War College? I don't know. When
know
they
yet.
showed them
We'll see.
all doing their zig Spock, whatever
Yeah,
they were
duty,
doing.
honor.
Yeah. But
For
no,
unit-
I
for-
gotta go back.
for-
I gotta go back and
Yeah,
look
humanity.
because there. What if it's all like we don't want any of those aliens?
well,
in
there's a
this.
beta Z there now.
Yeah, she's
Right.
the beta said she went over. The daughter went over.
Right.
That's right. She
Beta
told
she
Z
went to the
Hottie
War
is,
College?
going over there.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, all right.
That's how
the brother
episode
is
ended.
rooming with with Kobe Bryant
The other
and
the other
other guy.
Bryant. Kobe Bryant was on the show?
No, what's his name?
Tarima is her name.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no, I think there's going to be an episode like that, Mitch. I don't think it's going to be the cliffhanger.
Well,
If
why
there-
do you
I
keep
hope there
saying
is a
20
cliffhanger.
why do you keep saying 20 episodes? They've already canceled this thing?
2 seasons.
That's it.
That's it.
What if it's a
Well,
huge hit?
unless Schmucko gets an extension, but I don't think he's going to. And also, it is disappointing. And again, I want to prove that I am not one of these clods that is anti-DEI. I think it is their DEI that's going to be their undoing, because Paramount is owned by very right-wing people. They're the people that have put Barry Weiss into my formerly beloved CBS News that I had the pleasure of working for before she put that in the toilet, along with the programmable matter that they're eating now on Starfleet Academy. But no, it flies in the face of their politics, and that's a shame. And that's where I am on Robert Picardo's side, that yes, of course, Star Trek has always been about inclusion and diversity. That's good. But again, it's in your face. And as opposed to presenting ideas that it could be subject to debate, it's you should think the way we do. And I mean, it's always finger wagging with New Trek. And it's like, there is another side. I don't agree with it, but a good writer, as they did in the original series with Private Little War, they showed the other side of the argument. And
Is
you
there
understood,
Is there a wrap-up show at the end of this, like the other ones had?
What do you
I
mean?
don't think so.
Like they do that, like Will Wheaton used to do the Discovery one.
I don't know. I don't think so. I
Oh,
don't think so.
all right.
I could be wrong. I haven't looked. That's a
No,
good
I
question.
when it ended, I waited for a trailer for next week, and it just ended. And I'm like, oh, but I was like, is there anything
Today
else?
on the Ready Room, we're gonna have this great conversation, and it's so great. Yeah, shut up, Wesley.
He's on the Stand By Me tour right now.
I know he is. I told you, man. I also I gotta say again, hats off to the Habermans and Prodigy. Wesley was cool in Prodigy and was useful. And I even love that final episode where he has the tearful moment with Crusher and with Beverly. And he's like, Mom, I'm really sorry I've been away. And it's like, that's good. More of that, please. No, shut up, Wesley. So,
But I just want to say something. If we're going to go, I do agree with a comment made earlier that it would have been nice to have the other 2 starships in the opening credits,
agreed.
the Protostar and the Cerritos, because
Sure.
I thought that was really good for the 60th anniversary,
Showing all the ships.
showing the ships and showing it over time. Oh, not just the time, but the timeline of when the shows came out.
Yeah,
I agree.
They were in order of the shows.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really good. That was it was honoring Star Trek.
Agreed. Unfortunately, I think outside of a few documentaries, we're not going to get any cool specials because, again, they overspent their money on these shows. $12 million an episode for this crap. You don't have to-
12 million?
This is why Harvard. This is why Harvard Bennett. Yeah, 12 million.
12 million for this?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
Yes, Canadian economy supported. Woohoo!
Yeah, but again, they spent money like jerks. And Paramount, I mean, that's why, like the Section 31 movie, they're like, you spent that much money on that piece of garbage?
How much did that cost? How much did that cost?
I don't know, but all I know is even the people that were positive, you guys are the only 3 people I know who
liked
that
it.
movie.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's cost a lot.
Section 31, yay or nay, Franco, the movie.
In terms of whether I liked it or not, sorry, I got distracted for a second. I had to do something else.
I understand.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it when it came out. I wasn't thrilled with it,
Oh, there you go. Well,
yeah.
Well, and I meant to say earlier about Irish Trek. Alex Kurtzman was on the blue carpet. There's a show called I want to say Trek Central, I think, but it's great, and it's this Irish guy, actually 2 different Irish guys and a British woman, and it's fantastic. And somebody they had a blue carpet for Strange New Worlds premiere, and you can watch the whole.
Watched that. Me and Wayne were watching the red carpet, whatever they called it. Yeah, we saw.
Okay, well, somebody
Really
asked
bad.
Kurtzman. Someone did ask Kurtzman about his future with the franchise, and he's
Oh.
like, "Well, I got to say, I think things are looking pretty good." And they're like, "Oh, grand, and it's like, if he got a pink slip or knows he's going to get a pink slip, he's not going to say it on
Well,
camera.
of course not.
That-
No.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, Mitch. And that's why I'm like, are you guys that gullible, or are you so far up their butts that to make sure that you keep getting your advanced screeners? Because that's another thing. And that's why I don't trust a lot of these Rotten Tomato critics. When they are getting these episodes in advance, and they want good reviews, and that's why these people.
That's why we're not getting them.
We should
I
be
know.
getting them. Damn it.
They don't know
At
who
least
the hell.
me and Franco
They
and
don't
Wayne.
know who I am.
Oh, they do.
They don't know
They've
who
got
I
a
am. They don't
file
know
on
anything
you
about Word.
like this long. That's why I can't get
Yes,
some of the guests.
Bush knows
They
who
go, wait
I
a minute.
am.
Are you on Trek Watch? Yeah. Well, fuck you. They walk away.
But no, and again, don't worry. It gets really good by the 5th episode. That's in the words of Pat Benatar. It's a little too little. It's a little too little.
You said that somebody said that it gets good by episode 5. I hope that's true, because I've liked the first 2 episodes so far, and if it gets better by episode 5,
So be it.
good. Yeah, good. I want that.
Yeah,
I want my Trek to be good.
Boys, nothing would make me happier than proven wrong, because I turned around on Lower Decks and I turned around on Prodigy because they got better.
And we said this on the show. I think all of us at Lower Decks at the beginning were like, what the hell is this thing? We hated it. And by the end of it, it was more than tolerable. So there is a way to turn
Put that
things
one
around.
up there, Johnny. If Mitch got Kurtzman for Trificon, could you interview him without punching? Oh, I don't think so.
I wouldn't punch him.
Yeah.
And also, Mitch would be wise enough to keep me away from him.
I think he's talking verbally punching him, but yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
No, I think they would go at it like freaking wrestling.
But Mitch,
Like
I do think
Put him on a panel.
I do think I behaved with Celia Gooding and
How
with
could you
Ethan.
not? She's lovely.
Oh, she is lovely, and
She
also
hosted
she was a
the,
good
thing.
sport. And Ethan was a good sport too. But I won't deny, I had to ask them, is Starfleet military or not? And again, even Jemadar lady is like, oh, you think you're going to get away with not learning combat? Well, you're wrong. And it's like, yeah, good, because again, they're in a military academy. I'm sorry, they are.
It ain't Starship Troopers though, buddy. It's not that bad.
No,
It's
of
not
course,
like
and I love that the parody that is Starship Troopers, that people didn't really understand that it was a parody of a fascist
Oh
military.
God, yeah. How could you not?
You know?
Service
Well,
means
there are knuckleheads that
citizenship.
didn't.
Freaking Doogie Howser was walking around in an SS uniform, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, that franchise kept Casper Van Diem in an income for 30 years later.
They made a couple of them. The second
still
one's a
making
piece of- The second one's a piece of crap, where it's like looks like in someone's basement.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Tim Thompson's in it, I think. And then the third one was pretty good. They brought Casper Van Dien back. There was even a computer generated
Yeah, there's animated
cartoon
ones too.
show at one point. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have them.
Yeah.
I liked
It is
it.
what it is.
But yeah, I'm kind of with, again, John here. Standing at
Yes.
attention. Yeah, again, duty, honor, integrity. It's like, shut up.
No,
Shut
even
up.
when that guy was standing there when they came to see Holly Hunter, the other guy was at attention, and the slacker kid was just kind of like, shifting his legs and leaning. Hey, what are you doing, buddy?
Or when he's screwing with his zipper.
Oh yeah, what
During
was
the
that
picture
about?
match.
That was kind of annoying. I was like, come
Again,
on.
it's you're trying too hard that, he's a rebel. Oh, and also, he just got picked up from almost trying to escape the school. They're really going to drag him into that assembly? BS.
Yeah, he
crap,
showed up with all that
bad
shit on
writing.
him too. That white crap that was. I'm like, seriously,
That
bro?
good. Bad writing.
Well, you had to be there to make him eyes on the girl. That's what the whole thing was. Like, oh look, daddy, that's
It's
my
true.
boyfriend.
Well, she's
Which
lovely.
one? The one with the
Yeah.
schmeg all over him. Oh, okay.
Come on. How do you not want to protect this kid? Good Lord. Just hold her.
Wait till
And
that.
also take a
Wait
chance
till
with
the
the inhibitor.
inhibitor comes off.
Yeah, exactly. That's when things get rough. Absolutely.
Crazy.
Get the claws out and call me daddy. Damn right.
Easy now, Johnny.
Wayne, did you want to talk about any of the other shows that movies that you've been watching lately?
I'm trying to think. What's been really haven't been.
Well, you meant about the one we were talking about before we went on the air, dumbass.
Oh, Frank
Jesus
Arnold?
Christ.
I'm just saying.
One episode in the new year already, and he's
That's
already.
right. He almost got through the whole thing.
Dumbass. Yeah,
He
come
almost
on.
got through the whole
I have to
thing.
see this movie. Oh, it's so good. And I'm
Double
like, oh.
dumbass. Come on, shithead.
He almost got through the entire
I love Wayne.
episode.
Wayne knows I love him.
God forbid you hated Wayne. What would you say to him then? You know?
No.
love you.
Couldn't help it. Sorry.
Oh, you mean Arnold?
Please
Oh,
tell
yeah,
tell the
they-
world
Oh
about
God,
Arnold.
yeah. There's a YouTube channel that I watch called Creature Features. They usually do movies on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And they pulled a gem that was produced by Bing Crosby's company.
Ooh, how you doing, everybody?
And the movie was called Arnold. And basically the plot is this guy really hates his wife and she wouldn't give him a divorce, and he's really rich. So he dies, and then they're having a funeral / wedding. So what happens is then Arnold marries Stella Stevens in a church. And you literally have Victor Bruno. I think it's Victor Bruno. From Bewitched, the doctor from Bewitched.
Bernard
Dr.
Fox.
Bombay?
Dr. Bombay.
Yeah, Dr.
Oh,
Bombay,
okay.
Bernard
Yeah,
Fox.
yeah.
Roddy McDowell.
Yep.
Ella Lanchester from Bride of Frankenstein. So it's
Yep.
literally, it's like an all-star cast
Yeah.
Of-
in this movie, and it is hilarious. It has
Really bad.
the opening sequence is a kind of musical, but then it drops the music after that. It's a comedy horror where people get killed violently, but you don't really see it, but it's funny how they die. And especially since Dr. Bombay's the Bobby for the town. And he's such a doofus. Oh yeah, that's just normal. The car crash and all that. That's okay. And it's just like he writes everything off as a normal accident. And it's just like decapitation, crushed in a shower. It's just
They're
it's
trying
hilarious.
to reclaim that American International goofy horror comedies that Vincent Price and Karloff and Peter Lorre used to make. Comedy of Terrors and The Raven and things like that. Was the vibe they were going for. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. And it was good.
Yep.
No, you threw me with what I was watching, because there is something I'm watching, but you threw me with that.
Well, I also you said you were watching Fallout, right? The new season.
Fallout. Oh, I like Fallout. Fallout season 2 is good.
Oh, it's
what I'm
fun.
saying.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
It's an interesting premise on the video game.
Yeah.
Wayne, Moose the movie. Moose the movie.
It's got to be like a Canadian thing.
Has to be. Because I know Kevin Smith wants to do Moose Jaws to finish his Canadian trilogy.
He was just here raising money for his theater like last week.
Interesting.
You know, it's a good a good miniseries, but it's like
I have documentaries, but go ahead.
2016, but it's on Netflix now, and I just saw it, and I've told everybody to watch, and everybody seems to like it. Is 11/22/63?
Oh yeah,
with
Oh,
James
sure.
Franco about the guy that goes back in time to stop JFK from getting killed, based on a Stephen King book. I'll tell you what.
It was good.
It was fantastic. I mean, it was 8 episodes, but I was into it. Now I'm listening to the book because I don't read anymore. But it's one of Stephen King's best stories. I put it up there with Shawshank and Stand By Me.
I agree.
It's not a horror story, but it's a very
it's
warm
alternate universe. Yeah, it's alternate universe.
yeah.
But
was
it
very well done.
it was on Hulu.
Franco it's on Netflix at the moment. Yeah, but you're right. Originally it was Hulu. And it must have been designed for regular TV because it has these breaks every couple minutes, like cut to commercial. So I don't know if it was on Sci-Fi or something at one point.
Well, you'll notice Academy has those breaks too. And I believe it's likely that foreign markets are playing.
Oh, maybe that's why. Because
that's my assumption.
It's like
That's
the
my
chapter
assumption.
end. Why are we doing it? But anyway, James Franco is very good in it. And, it's a great thing. So if you get to watch 11/22/63, check it out.
Mm-hmm.
On Tubi, there's an excellent 5-hour long, and I assume that the reason why it's 5 hours was it was intended to be chopped up into episodes, but they haven't on Tubi as a 5-hour block. It's called like Journey into Tomorrow. And it's this deep dive behind the scenes of all these great 80s. And when I say great, in air quotes, cult favorite 80s and the big movies, sci-fi films of the decade.
Wait
It's
a minute.
outstanding.
Is Mark
Isn't that-
Altman involved with that?
No, it's similar to that, Mark.
Because
Mitch.
I have that. Yeah.
In Search of
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
that's
Yes.
a good movie series too. But no,
Yeah, no, I
this is
bought.
something different.
Yeah, it was a crowdfunded thing. I remember
Yep.
buying. I got the discs, and
Yep.
it had like
Yep.
all the '80s shows that we watch, the movies,
Right.
TV.
But they made it also that Mark Altman production. They made into a summer series that ran on the CW. But this is excellent. But it's literally all in one big 5-hour hunk on Tubi.
Okay.
But it's great.
Oh,
And what?
There-
Go ahead.
there is a series that I have been watching, and I told you guys, is Blake 7. I bought the first 2 seasons because there's
Wait,
only
that
been 2
old
seasons
show from the '80s, the BBC
from the
show?
80s. 70s.
80s, yeah.
It's around Star Wars when it was released.
Blake 7, I remember it. But
Blake
God,
7.
that
Yep.
was
So
50
they
years.
released the first 2 seasons so far. They remastered it. The transfer is pristine. It is
That's
beautiful transfer, and it's really great because it's not a happy science fiction. It's really downer, and you can only watch a couple of episodes at a time because it is just like wow.
Yeah,
I
it was.
love the character. I love is Avon. He is such a conniving little. He is going to try to take over the Liberator and screw Blake at any point where he can. But yeah, no, it's really well written. It was Terry Nation.
That's right.
Yeah, I was
wrote
going to
the
say
series.
they used
Dollar
to show
creator,
it here after Doctor Who on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
like Doctor Who would be on. Just when we started getting the Peter Davison ones, we started in like '81. They started showing Blake 7.
Yep.
For one. Yeah,
No, I remember too. Absolutely. No, and it's an interesting show. Well, it's great that they remastered it, much like they've been remastering all the seasons of Doctor Who, and they look incredible. Even the six, and I'm even cool with. Thank God, the technology to colorize has gotten so much better.
Yeah,
and I mean, like the Pat Troughton, they haven't done it with Hartnell, and I don't think they will. But the Pat Troughton ones they've colorized, and they look good.
You know, I never saw the original Doctor Who's. I saw very, very piecemeal, an episode here, an episode there. So I never saw prior to Eccleston. I never saw the original one. So, but I got for Christmas. I got a subscription to BritBox, and I started going back and watching the first ones. And wow, it's
they're rough. No, they're rough.
I want to watch them. Yeah, well, I'm at the very beginning. I'm at the very beginning.
No, the John Pertwee ones are great. He's on there for 3 seasons, and he's always fighting the Master, and it's like a James Bond because he would do this karate stuff. Those are really good.
Karate.
Then the Tom Baker era started, and there's hit and misses, but most of them are great. And Peter Davison's okay, and then I didn't like Colin Baker. And
well, they screwed over Colin Baker because the guy that was in charge of the BBC didn't like Doctor Who, and he wanted it off the air.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm going to go through them. But I did watch just yesterday. I watched Begonia with Emma Stone, and that is a weird movie.
Oh, I heard that's good. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
No, her head shaved, right? She shaved her head in that one.
Yeah. It's a weird movie. Like to give away, like to describe it at all would be giving the whole thing away. And I'm like, but I watched it and I said to my wife, I bet you in the first like 10 minutes, I'm like, I bet you this is the ending and this is what happens. And I was right on the money.
You're right.
But
right.
It's
Franco,
weird. Yeah.
On the BritBox, do they have the Survivors? It's from the 70s.
I'll have to check. So I'll let you know.
No. That is another great show because it deals with it's not like a plague of zombies, but a plague sort of wipes out humanity, and it's dealing with the survivors. And they also did a remake of it later on in the 80s or 90s of it. Again, that's another Terry Nation.
Yeah,
I think.
I didn't need the subscription, but it was because I barely watch anything anyway. So this subscription came my way, and I'm like, the Doctor Who's are on there. I'm going to watch them, but there's a bunch of stuff I want to watch eventually.
Last year, I was diving all through YouTube because a lot of the old ITV shows are up there, and they were really made on a shoestring as far as how they were shot. They were even shot on 16 millimeter, not even 35 millimeter. and that's why they look so bad. And it's stuff like The Persuaders, which was Roger Moore and Tony Curtis, things like that.
I love
And
that show. I
they're
used to
fun
watch
to watch. They are fun to watch.
Yeah.
There was one that's on. I think it's David McCullum, and it's like almost like
Sapphire and Steel.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That was Amazon Prime has a lot of stuff. You got to go looking around, and you'll find stuff. You're like, what the hell is this? And I watched that
with Joanna Lumley from Absolutely Fabulous, and of course,
and the new Avengers too. She was
Purdy. Yes, absolutely.
Purdy, and there was Gambit, but no, they had no money. I mean, it's low budget, but it's kind of like it's good storytelling.
No, but exactly, Mitch. That's the thing. They spend money on story.
Yeah, they know they don't have effects.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the difference. Again, it's like no, put your money in story.
I'm trying to think. Did anyone go see Avatar? Did you see Avatar, Wayne?
I'm waiting for it to come out. Yeah. I haven't even seen the other one yet.
The second one?
Yeah, the second one. I know it's on Disney Plus.
Yes.
I'll check it out sometime.
I saw the first one with my kids years ago. That was fine. The second one, we went to see it. I fell asleep. The third one, I have no desire. Tron is on, by the way. Tron's on Disney right now.
Tron Ares. Yeah, I noticed that.
I didn't watch it yet.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I make it a point of not watching Jared Leto movies. Sorry.
Yeah.
He sucks. I'm trying to think
what came out. Well, I didn't see Wicked Part 2. Franco, you saw it? It was good?
No.
You didn't see it. I thought you liked Wicked.
I liked the first one enough to, because it was on streaming. I'm like, let me watch this thing. But
I watched it on Peacock. Yeah.
The Avatar movies are weird because the first one was the spectacle of it, but I'm like, the story doesn't do anything for me. It didn't go anywhere. And then, but there's people out there like my sister's like a huge fan of these movies and wants to go see them. And I'm like, there's a fan base out there. I mean, if he's making these millions of dollars. Yeah, he's making these millions of dollars on the
I know, that's what I say. And they made $1 billion, and you go to Disney World in Florida, they got a whole land dedicated. It's gorgeous to look at. And I'm walking around going, this sucks, this movie. But I mean, the
guys, just like the Minecraft movie, that's where I'm okay with this wasn't made for you. No. God bless you. Absolutely. No. But Star Trek and Star Wars was always for everybody until now.
Well, did you see they're bringing the original characters into the Star Wars lands in Disney parks now? Because when we went to it, I was like, hey, where's Han Solo and Luke Skywalker? Like, no. It's all Rey and Finn and Poe. And I go, yeah, that's nice, but where's the real Star Wars? Where's Darth Vader? No. It's Kylo Ren. So now starting in April, even Marvel's doing a book. I saw CB Cebulski promoted it tonight, saying that they're going to write stories and comics tying in to the Star Wars theme park at Disney World. But it's going to Galaxy's Edge. But it's going to have Han, Luke, Leia, all the original characters. I go, yeah, because my wife even said it. She goes, let me see. The guy who's paying the money to bring his kids to Disney World, grandpa or whatever, somebody's in their 50s or 60s, they grew up with the 70s and 80s Star Wars. So when they get there and they're like, hey, I just spent $5,000 or $10,000 on a vacation. Where's Luke Skywalker? Oh no, we don't have him. We got the new stuff.
We're not doing that.
You know what's sad about what's sad about that whole thing? There are some, and I've seen some articles that say it's actually cheaper for you to get a flight to Japan
than
go to Disney World in Japan than it is to go to Florida now.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. When you add the hotel and the park tickets, it's like
the park tickets will kill you.
Oh, it's insane now. Yeah, they've just got there. But they got to make their money somewhere because it ain't coming from the streaming services.
Well, remember the stupid hotel that they tried to do, the Star Wars hotel?
Yeah, bombed after a year and a half. Yeah, it was like $5,000 for
nobody could afford it.
Nobody could afford it. So stupid. Yeah.
No, they're idiots. Again, this is my problem, boys, with the four major leagues of North American sports. It's way to take the game away from the average person that can't afford a ticket.
There's Lewis Black, and part of his stand-up, he goes off on baseball, and it used to be where you could get $20 and you could get a seat, and and it's all profanity laced, but it's hysterical.
You can go. My kid lives in DC, and he goes to all the games because they're dirt cheap. Nobody goes there. He goes, I've spent like $30. Right. I get a good seat down. I go, yeah, but who are you going to see?
Lewis Black was talking about the Yankees because he's from New York.
Yeah, no, the Yankees.
He just went off on a tear. Yeah.
No, and there's also minor league ball, and that's
Yeah,
great.
minor league. Yeah,
But-
when we're kids.
But no, hey man, I was that 7th grader that would cut lawns to make money to buy tickets to go to Cub games,
a Cub game.
and be able to go on my own and everything. And I know it's a different world as far as that goes. It shouldn't cost you $500 to take your family to a baseball game.
No.
And that's not an exaggeration.
That's why
It
I
really
like
is.
staying
No, it's
home
true.
watching nerd shows like Star Trek.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Is that a sign? Do we want to? Have we reached the end of our journey?
I think.
I don't
So.
know. What else is there to talk about?
I think we beat this thing to death.
Wonder
horse
Man's
snap?
coming on next week. That's coming on next weekend. Wonder
What
Man.
is it?
Wonder Man.
Oh yeah. You know, I got to be
Awesome.
honest. I like the trailer. I think
Well,
the
what's
trailer
his
looks
name?
cool.
Funny as hell. Ben Kingsley, that character.
Yes,
Trevor.
that's great.
And
Yeah.
tonight is Game of Thrones.
What?
Oh, Night of the Seven Kingdoms or something like that.
Night
right?
of
Oh,
the,
the new one.
Kingdom
The
starts
dragon thing? Yeah.
But I heard, like there's been the complaints about, great Game of Thrones was good, but it was like kind of a downer, to the whole thing. And you get these episodes, and then you get the sequel, the House of Dragons, and that's kind of like a downer thing too. And they said that this one is really kind of fun and uplifting. Yeah, so I'm curious to see it. So
I was surprised.
I want fun and uplifting shows.
I was surprised that there's a third Dune movie coming out on the same day as the Doomsday movie, Marvel's movie in December. I was like, they're making another Dune movie?
Yeah.
Well, sure they are, because it was a trilogy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you got to finish the story.
But they also don't they also have like that spin-off series, like The Nuns or something?
Yeah,
like
on
that
HBO.
on HBO. Does anyone watch that at all?
Yes.
Oh.
And
I liked it, but I read all the Herbert books. So
Yeah.
all the Frank Herbert. I should correct myself.
Not the
All
Son.
the Frank Herbert book, not the Son.
Not the
Attaboy.
Son.
I read the 6 books.
Yep.
And was it Dune Prophecy?
No, Dune Messiah is coming out.
Oh yeah, Dune Messiah is the 3rd, but that's the 2nd book.
Oh, I thought it was the 3rd book.
No. Children of Dune.
Oh yes, you're right. Yep.
Dune. Children of Dune. Because
I think we discussed in the '90s, Wayne, when the Canadian miniseries were happening. I thought they were decent.
Oh, well, William Hurt. Those were good on Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah.
Yeah, I got in
better than. I mean, God bless David Lynch, literally. But man, have you guys seen that Jodorowsky Dune documentary about what he wanted to do with Dune? That's a missed opportunity. Great documentary.
Wait, who? David Lynch? What he wanted to do?
No.
Who?
Jodorowsky.
Who's that?
Oh, it's he's the guy with Mobius that does the Inkle. So he's the writer of the Inkle.
He does European graphic novels, sci-fi, along with his movies.
Wait, Mobius the artist? You talking about him?
Yeah, but Mobius was involved.
His collaborator.
Oh, okay.
What movie? Oh God. There's the one with his son, and he's he does crap.
Zardoz.
No, it's like Zardoz.
No, nothing.
His movies are like it. No.
Is somebody wearing a leather diaper for the whole movie?
Exactly.
Not quite, but
Piece
what
of
if
shit that
you
movie
watch
is.
the Dune documentary, he talks about using his son in such weird ways.
I did not know until I did a review of Excalibur on Mitch and Ed's Excellent Adventure, available on YouTube, that Borman's daughter was the woman in the beginning that Gabriel Byrne disguises himself as her husband to have sex with her, and I saw that.
Helen Mirren.
13. No. Helen Mirren's
you're right.
mother.
This is Morgan Le Fay. Excuse me.
Yeah, so I saw that 13 years old because it was rated
I
R
love that movie.
with my mom, and she's sitting
Oops.
next to me as
Oops.
as that guy was playing with his sword. But I was like,
Excalibur is a great movie.
Excalibur's
It's a great
fantastic.
movie.
Yeah, but I'm saying I didn't realize Borman was over there directing his daughter getting basically raped. I was like, oh my God, buddy.
The person in the chat said El Topo. It is.
Oh yes, of course, El Topo.
Oh my God, that movie is so out there.
That's the movie you're talking about?
Yes.
Well, Jodorowsky made that along with. He wanted to make
the
Dune.
documentary is really good because what they did was, and it didn't recently, a couple of years ago, it came up to auction. They made like this a pitch Bible of what Dune would be. So it has originals from Mobius and everything in the
Yes.
book where they were trying to sell this idea to the studios. And if you really like Dune, you should watch this documentary.
Right.
If you like
Oh yeah.
Dune, and how could you adapt? How do you adapt? Again, how do you adapt a novel that's really dense?
Like Lord of
Dune
the
is
Rings.
dense. The original Dune is really dense. Lord of the Rings is dense. How do you adapt a novel and try to make that into a movie pitch to American producers that are going to go, huh?
Mhm.
Well, that's why Lynch's original cut was like 4 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know. So, by the way, I have to admit, and I know that culturally Louis C.K. got canceled. That third season of Louis, where it was a 3-part story where they thought that Letterman was retiring, and Gary Marshall's the head of the network, and he wants Louis potentially to be the next host. And it's Rocky, if Rocky was a talk show, and you had Jerry Seinfeld as Apollo Creed, and you had Louis C.K. as Rocky, and they get David Lynch as a producer named Jack Dahl to whip Louis into shape. And it's the greatest David Lynch acting performance ever because he's so damn funny and so David Lynch throughout the whole damn. It's like David Lynch trying to be Burgess Meredith, essentially. But it is, you know what I'm talking about, Mitch? Did you see it when it was on?
No, I just like David Lynch when he was on Twin Peaks and he showed up in The Fablemans. That was his last performance.
Yeah.
He was
he was great. John Ford. He's doing John Ford.
He played John Ford with the eye patch.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, he's hilarious. And he's so good in this. And it really, I can't even explain it. And he's like, he's talking to him and he goes, "You ever tell jokes for a living?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm a comedian." "You're a comedian? I thought you were a newsman." "No, I'm not a newsman." And it's so fantastic. He goes, "You know, a lot of newsmen or a lot of non-comedians have done well. David Susskind, he starts rallying off all these talk shows. He's like Tom Snyder, David Susskind. It's very, very funny. So
there you go.
We can wrap up. I want to thank Franco for pointing out the excellent, and I'm going to play it before we play the closing theme, the excellent NBC promo that has that fantastic paperback-looking illustrations.
Oh, I thought that was AI or something. That's a real thing?
Oh, no, that's real. That's real from the 60s. Absolutely. So thank you, Francis. Good job again. And Wayne, I apologize. It certainly didn't mean anything personal when I called you dumbass. That was not
Oh,
meant.
no, it's Canadian dumbass.
Take it
There you
personal.
go.
Take it.
Dumbass on you. Yeah.
Exactly. Here, now you got to do the hands instead of the flip off. That's what
he was quoting Kirk.
What? Yeah, there we go. There we go.
There you go. Attaboy. All right, we'll do this again next week, and we'll see if the pain continues for me and the pleasure continues for the other three. But we will have more of Starfleet Academy for you next week. Until next time, the ship is embarking.
Oh, before we say goodbye, Mario,
what?
yes, it's Jodorowsky's Dune. That's the one.
There you go.
There you go. Got it out. Thank you.
Later, kids.
Men and women probing the unknown blackness of space. Worlds beyond imagination lie before them. Star Trek, tonight at 8:30, 7:30 Central Time on NBC.